Phone made a sound. Let's not do that ever again. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Classy's Place on Earth. I'm ready. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well, and I hope you slept fabulously. Hail the dank Lord. Good morning, Kona. Good morning, Zoe. How are you, my love? I'm doing kind of gay. How are you? Fucking
Hi,
gay.
gay.
Same. We must be sisters. It's just facts. Oh, Hades 2, though! What the fuck? And Millie's in it! I just have to say, I kind of already knew about it, and I just couldn't say anything. But now that I can say something, fucking Hades 2! I'm really happy about that. Sorry for the break in music. That was important to get out of my system. I am so fucking excited for that. I cannot express to you my sheer just good fucking moaning, Mismo. How are you? I'm so excited. It looks so fucking good. I died. I didn't watch. So yes, we can absolutely listen to more eargasms today. Always. So yesterday after, I was fucking around with headphones all day. Shit you not. Immediately after stream, I got a fucking mind-blowing migraine. So goddamn nauseous. Couldn't do my character creation. Ended up just like laying, wanting to die. What did I wear those headphones for? 2 hours? How? My head is broken and it sucks. So I'm stuck with these. It's just my life. But yeah, absolutely. Good morning, Chucky. How are you? I am so fucking excited. I didn't see most of the Game Awards, sadly, because I had a migraine. I was like just literally laying on the couch with my eyes closed. But fuck, dude. A little bird maybe mentioned to me that they were in the game, and I cannot tell you how fucking stoked I am. Millie's amazing. If you don't know Amelia Tyler, she's one of my good friends who is a voice actress. She voice acts in a lot of different video games, and she's exceedingly fucking talented, like beyond measure. And she has been hired, cast, whatever the fuck you want to say, to voice Hecate in Hades 2. And the fact that we're even saying Hades 2, I might need to go change my panties. Just that game is so perfect. I'm literally just dying. I'm so fucking excited. Millie's voice is pure fucking sex. If you ever hear me, not that I'm anywhere near her sex of voice, but if you ever hear me imitate a British accent, I'm just mimicking her. She's like the Brit I've probably spent the most time with intimately just talking to. And so all I do is mimic her ever. She's my British accent, but she really does have one of the most beautiful voices in the world. And I am beyond excited. I really hope Deuce. She has to be. Like, there's so much Dusa, like all the Dusa bad guys, and like, come on, Dusa has to come back. We got to get ourselves a Dusa. We better. I don't know. I could jizz my pants. I'm so excited. Worsty, you silly fuck. Thank you so much for the biddies, you generous hoe. How are you? Working from home today, I could get used to this. Oh my god, Chucky, fucking nice. How's that working out for you? Fuck yeah. I only watched the Game Awards to try to win a Steam Deck. Did you win? Zach has a Steam Deck he lets me use once in a while. It's actually pretty nice. It's my only complaint with everything. I don't like playing games on a laptop either because the screen is small and I'm blind. That's it. So there's certain games I won't play on it just because it's so small. But it's real nice to have a portable game system. Got to wrangle the cats for the kitty checkups. Oh, you guys going to the vet? Oh my god, good luck. I hope you don't get scratched. I'm good, Worsty. I didn't sleep very well because I got that migraine. And I took Excedrin at like 8 p.m. Because I don't know. Do you guys do the same? Like when you get a pain, do you kind of try to get through it first? Because I do. I don't know. I don't know if that's good for me or not. But I don't like at the first sign of pain, like any kind of pain, cramps or whatever. I kind of sit through it for a minute because I'm like, maybe my body will kick in some endorphins and I can numb this myself. I try not to just like pile myself with drugs right away. So I didn't take any for a long time. And then at like 8:30, I was like, okay, I can't do this anymore. Like I'm just I was so fucking nauseous. So I took some Excedrin, but Excedrin has caffeine in it, so it kept me up too late. But at least I didn't have a migraine anymore, and that's the important part. Bubblicious, be safe. Oh, does Deuce stream on Twitch? Oh my god. I wonder if she'll admit she's in it, though. I haven't even played Hades 1 yet. I'll be honest, I'm a bit scared, too. I'm no good at Greek mythology. It's always been my Achilles elbow.
Penetrate that asshole.
Get the fuck out of here. How are you, Leaf? Wait, was Achilles in the... Was Achilles in the... Man, I haven't played Hades in a couple months. Yeah, Achilles is in it. Yeah. Jesus Christ. It's been a couple months since I played Hades because we've been fucking into Stray. I haven't played Hades in a bit. That's weird. Let's not talk about it. Hades. Oh my god, Chronicle. I already screamed. I won't do it again because I don't want to hurt people. I know it's mean to do that, but I had a moment. I am beyond. I cannot. I mean, I don't even know what happened at the awards show last night. I don't care about anything else. Hades 2 and my good friend Millie is in it.
Allow yourself to be penetrated. Be penetrated by everything and everyone that is good in this life.
I'm just so happy. It's the best. It's just the best thing that could have ever happened, and I'm fucking stoked. Donna, good morning. How are you, love? I'm just so excited. I mean, honestly, I would be this way. I would be reacting this way if it was just Hades 2. But the fact that one of my best friends in the world gets to voice act in it is amazing for her. I mean, this is huge for her. And just, I get to play with my friend Amelia, even though she's like thousands of miles away, which is super exciting. Yes. Oh my God, Tom, I've been screaming about it all morning. Did you see that my friend Amelia Tyler is voicing Hecate? I retweeted it. If you guys don't know who Millie is, I refer to her, her name is Millie. If you've ever heard me talk about Millie and not talking about my dog, we have Millie the person and we have Millie the dog. Millie the dog passed away, sadly. Millie the person very happily is alive and well. And she is one of my best friends ever, and she's a voice actress. She narrated, if you played the new Baldur's Gate, she's the narrator for the new Baldur's Gate. What are other games you guys would know her from? She's voice acted in a ton of games. Her and her partner were in Steampunk, and they were in We Happy Few. They voiced actors in We Happy Few. Basically, all the games that have Britishness in them probably have Jay and Millie in them somewhere, which is really cool. But she's been Divinity 2, yes, as well. She's phenomenal. She has one, like BDO said earlier, her voice is pure sex. I just can't. I'm going to die. Like, y'all know we have a big wedding for Night, or Mama Night, whatever. She's going to be our new Mama Night. Like, I can't. I'm so aroused. Najiel, thank you so much for gifting a sub in the channel, you fucking psycho. Cortenberry, use a butt wizard the highest order, go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent. Thank you for being here today. I appreciate you. Oh, I know. Same. Tom, I cried, I screamed, and like, Kendo, thank you for the biddies. Jesus fuck, we're in a hype train. How do you guys do this every day? Thank you. Kendo, thank you for the biddies, you generous fuck. A little bird may have told me about this a little bit ago. So I've been holding this in because, you know, as when you work in the industry, you guys know this. It doesn't even matter the industry. Everybody signs NDAs all the time. If you have a job, you probably signed an NDA for your job. Work at a hospital, NDAs, HIPAA, all that shit. It's the same everywhere. So she can't talk about it. But, you know, I might have pulled some tarot cards or something and shat my pants a bit ago. But I am so fucking stoked to talk about it. I literally just want to die. I'm so excited. Hades is easily one of the most perfect games that exists. If you haven't played Hades and you're like, it's my Achilles elbow, please invest your time. It is one of the best. It's a forever game, you know. It's like up there in one of the best fucking games ever. Hades got Game of the Year. I can't even say enough about it. Everything about Hades is in-house. All of their music is made in-house. All of their artwork and everything. They just do such a phenomenal job. Supergiant is seriously so good. Which, oh my God, do you guys know what this means? Wait, Glut might not be here. Gluttony's going to piss his pants. So there's something in my eyeball always, every day. It's my curse. So you guys, if you don't know, Supergiant is, oh my God, it fell in my eye. It's like an eyelash. Sorry. There's definitely something in my eyeball and I'm dying. Did I get it? I think I got it. Okay, anyways. What the fuck? Kendo, what the shit, dude? Kendo. If anybody has a clip of the announcement trailer, I'd love to play it. For those who didn't get to see it last night, I would love to play it for you guys. It's really good. Fucking Kendo just gifted 10 subs in the channel. Kendo, you silly fuck. Thank you very much for your generosity towards the fuck. Towards the fuck. Jesus. Little Jim, Herb Knits, Deca Bear, The Serpent, Toyota Mike, Console, Layer 8 Issue, Not Broken, Lesho, and Terrelin. Wow, you're all but wizards of the highest order. Please go forth and be consensual in every way because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent. And thank you for being here. Fuck. Rod, Hades too, though. And Millie's in it. This all I'm going to be screaming all day. Bless Millie's soul if she swings by my stream. She's just going to be worshipped. But I'm so fucking excited. I just can't. She deserves it. She deserves the world, and the game is so perfect. Darren Korb is a god. Darren Korb is a god. 100%. 100%. I refuse to play a game until they rename it Hades. Karen, my wayward son. Stop it. Karen's my favorite because he doesn't talk. Karen, my way. Stop it. That'd be such a good cover. It's your eye. I mean, come on. Oh, our alerts. Thank you. I will thank you. The alerts. I probably turned there. It's this. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, BDO. Yes. Yes. I gotta pull it up on the right monitor. Oh my God. I'm gonna come again. Whoa, the player just got really weird. Don't do that, player. Hold up. The fuck. Chronicle and BDO, thank you very much for fetching the link for me. We are going to watch this. Layer 8 with that fucking gifted sub to Chucky. The most unracist Chuck Norris in my life. Chucky, use a butt wizard of the highest order, go forth and be consensual in every way because nothing in this world is sexier and you fucking know it. Thank you for being here. An anonymous gifter gifted 5 subs in the channel. What the fuck, Satan?
Hail Satan, I guess. Thank you, anonymous fuck.
I avoided Hades just because it didn't look like my kind of game. I started playing it earlier this year, and now I have 100% of the Steam achievements. I haven't even 100%ed it. You've done better than me. That's amazing. It's honestly same. Same. 100% same. Same. BM Hall of Viking Coder, Simia, Kelamine, and Diluette. You all but wizards of the highest order. Please go forth and be consensual in every way because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent. I got a fucking migraine last night, Rod. I didn't get to do my DMs or anything. Just from fucking around with headphones for a couple hours, I got a mind-blowing migraine and was just out of commission. It sucked. Yes, so I do have clips of Millie's voice for us non-gamers. I will pull, let me think. What would be, you know, she has like a video that's her, what's it called? It's like her portfolio. I might be able to find that in one sec. Actually, I might be, no, it's totally cool, Rod. I knew it. I knew it. I sat here and talked about headphones all day and how they give me migraines and then got like, it's fate. It's just my stupid head. I'm okay now. And that's what's important. Thank fuck. Do you have any, yes, I do. I will try to find that video. The thing with Supergiant is even if they make a game that's not your cup of tea, it's worth a shot. Exactly. That's what I was going to say. I've never been one that's been like, very into, what are they called? The style of game. There's rogue like and rogue light. And I know they're different and I fuck them up all the time, but I've never been into either really until Hades. Hades was like my dipstick into it because I really like Greek mythology and stuff. So I was like, of course I'll play Hades. And then I bought all the Supergiant games, but this is what I was going to say. There is one Supergiant game I have yet to play. I have over 1,000 hours in Hades. I'm clinically obsessed. I fucking, what's Transistor, easily one of the best games. The music and the atmosphere and the story of Transistor will make you cry. There's not a question. You'll bawl your eyes out. It's fantastic. But I've never played Pyre, and I told Glut bought it for me ages ago, and I told Glut, I was like, it's not because I don't want to play it. I'm saving it for when Supergiant announces another game. Because once I play Pyre, I've got nothing left. You know, it's like saving your dessert to the last. I've been saving it in my library for ages. And now that they've announced Hades 2, I can fucking play it! Ah! I'm really excited. I'm sorry about that. I'm a very loud person when I'm excited. Oh, did you just pull up Millie's video? I love you. Video, you're the best. Thank you. Here we go. Are you ready? Listen, let me turn the volume up. This is Millie's voice. Oh, she's hella English. She's who I stayed with, Tom, when I went to London. So the first one was Baldur's Gate. Second one is the conflicted nymph queen Nerissa in Pathfinder Kingmaker. The third one is the enigmatic half demon Malady in Divinity Original Sin. I think that's where most people recognize her voice as Malady. And the next one is the lead role Scarlet in Indiecade Best Performance Award winning The Occupation. She's won so many awards for her voice acting. By the way, she's very, very accomplished. Assassin's Creed. Yes, she is. Yep, Sarah Gain, exactly. So there's your dab into my friend Amelia. She's fucking phenomenal. I was gonna pull up. We've RP'd a lot together, and if you haven't watched Nocturne, probably like the most notorious, infamous, for lack of a better word, RP show that I've personally ever been in. She was in it with me, and I have a clip of it. So that's her right there. That's our queen right there. She is a queen of everything. That's it. I just wanted to show you a clip of her. That's Nocturne. That's me from back in the day, baby Emma. But yeah, she's just unendingly very talented beyond reason. BDO, isn't it crazy? And that 4 years ago. That's a long time. That's crazy. Oh, I know. Well, Tom, my character was a little fucked up. I don't want to spoil the show if you haven't seen Nocturne. I don't start out looking that goth, for real. It evolves, for sure. And she chews up the scenery and air. Oh, she eats. I mean, that's such a good way to say it. She chews up the scenery. She makes a meal of every word when she in her voice acting. She's really phenomenal. You will. I'm so excited. I'm glad someone likes Emma. She's definitely part of me for sure. I actually have one thing that I do when I'm, not streaming. I make playlists a lot. I'm very music centered, obviously. And I make playlists for each when I make a character for an RP show, like when I'm developing a character, the first thing I do is I start making a playlist for them, and it'll eventually be the playlist that I play while I get ready for the show. But it helps kind of designate what they're gonna be. I don't know. And so if you use Spotify, I have an Emma playlist, and I have a Violet playlist, and I have one other one from another character. But she was dark. She was dark. Has it been enough time for our eyes to adjust? I don't know. My eyes still feel fucked. That's insane, Tom. BDO, 3 years, 8 months. Boom. That's fucking wild. Time is fucky. Time is fucky. I need to grind up some weed. It's Faded Friday. I would like to take a hit, and then I would very much like to watch this Hades trailer with you. It will probably make us all cry again, but you know what? Worth it. It's so good. It's just, I can't. I'm so fucking excited. Time is fucky. If you haven't watched Nocturne, for real, and you're like, I'm not really into watching RP, it's kind of weird, give it a try. Watch one episode. If you get into it, I swear to God, you'll start realizing that all of the weird things that myself and my chat say, such as like piss mittens and time is fucky, those are not original. Those didn't come from me at all. That's Nocturne. We quote Nocturne a lot. I don't know what it is. It became Nocturne is, I don't know what that was. Man, I've been in a lot of RP campaigns. There was something strangely magical about Nocturne, and I don't know what it was. What a difference 4 years makes. Oh, I know. Well, Kendo, have you seen this? That's me 8 years ago. Blows me away to look at it. This shit, hold on. Click it, bitch. 8 years. Like, who is that? Who is she? I still have that shirt. I know. That's me 8 years ago when I first started streaming with my ATs and my mod mic. I look at that shit and I'm like, who is that? I don't recognize it. It's weird. It's just a different. That was Katie still trying to be a respiratory therapist. That was Katie like trying to be an adult, I guess, with natural hair and shit. I don't know. I don't know. It was a dark time. It was a dark time. The part when Pax broke his keyboard, dude, wasn't that episode 1? I'm pretty sure that was literally episode 1, Sarah Nagain, and it was wild. Like, oh my god, that bird is magic. Wait, I didn't pull it up on the right monitor. We have to look at that. It looks like a patu. Have you ever seen a patu? Patus are very strange birds, but that looks similar. I wonder if they're related. Hold on, let me pack a bowl real quick. Is a little baby Katie. Yeah, literally little baby Katie. I streamed, I had one PC monitor, and then I had my laptop. I had a little MacBook, and that's how I would read chat. And I had no lighting. My lighting was a window. I had my desk in front of a window. So basically, my streams were based around whether or not there was sunlight in Washington State. It was a time. It was a fucking time, let me tell you. I had fun. I don't think things have changed much. Every once in a while, someone will stop by the channel from 8 years ago that hasn't been around for a while. And they'll be like, oh my god, Katie, I haven't been here in like 5 years. How are you? And eventually, I mean, 9 times out of 10, they're always like, nothing's changed. You're still talking about buttholes. And I'm like, thank fuck. I don't want anything to change. I've been having fun since then. I hope we stay. Well, that's what I was gonna say about PAX. Like, I'm pretty sure it was like episode 1, if not episode 2. And you guys know my friend Classy Pax. He's my Canadian twin. It was his first role-playing show ever. I think he dabbled in RP like games, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he'd never done a show before. I did not know him from Adam. I had no idea who Classy Pax was. I was just like, oh fuck. I'm in a show with Katie Peters Plays and Classy Pax. I'm not gonna get to be called my name. Hence the birth of CK. Anyways, he blew me the fuck out of the water. And not to spoil, because it's literally the first episode, he slaps me. I have never, ever in my life had someone be brave enough for episode 1 who didn't know me to come at my character and slap me. It was so, I didn't know what to do. I did not know what to do. I remember it so, I sat there and was like, what would Emma do? Because Katie would slap back. It was amazing. And so on and so forth. Everything Pax does in that show, he easily, I think, is the character that breaks my heart the most. Him or Dan. They just shatter your heart in half. I don't know. That show was just, there's something about that cast, and with Pumpkinberry, it was black magic. I don't know what it is. Anyways, look, what the fuck is this? It looks like a dragon dog. I love it so much. Oh my god, Najil, Zach bought me a new bong because he keeps trying to replace the egg bong he broke, but the egg's been sold out forever. So when we went to Seattle, he bought me a bong. It hits pretty well. The great-eared nightjar is a dragon bird. Oh my god, it is, though. Look at that. It looks like a gargoyle. It looks like a gargoyle. That's what it reminds me of. Did anybody watch Gargoyles as a kid? That was a good one. Let's take a Faded Friday hit and watch this fucking trailer. I'm hoping I don't cry again, but... Me too. Can you imagine? Okay, now I have to show you what a patu looks like, because it's a similar looking, like, weird bird. I know, patu birds are wild. They're like I think they're related to tawny frogmouths or something like that, but, like, just look, what is this? Look at this bird. Like, I'm trying to find a picture of it where it looks like that other one, but they're known for doing, like, that. And they look hilarious, but doesn't it kind of look similar? Gargoyles the cartoon, yes. Oh yeah, I'm bringing you back. I aged you just now. They look similar, right? They've got to be related. Other than that mouth. Oh my god, it's mornings. Patus are crazy. Another really cool bird, just because we're on the topic. What are they called? Fuck. Not the kakapo. It's what's the one that, like, humps the nature guy's head? Oh my god, I just blanked on it. The help. Is it the Cockapoo? Oh shit! Thank you. What's the one? There's another bird in New Zealand that has a long curved beak that like picks apart cars. That's the one I thought I always mix those two up. Do you remember what that one's called? This is the Cockapoo. They're amazing. It's basically a parrot that can't fly. It's a parrot that can't fly. Like what a fucking the Kia. Thank you, Kozu. Kias. I mix those two up. So Kias are really cool too, but Kias can fly. This guy is a chicken parrot, and I love them so much. They are just that's a baby. They're just so cute. I can't. New Zealand actually thought they were extinct for quite some time, and they've recently had a resurgence. Thank fuck. But what a fucking wild animal, right? I love you, Chronicle. Thank you so much for bringing up the link. The link. I love it hurting. That clip is pretty old, but it's never old. It never gets old. That is so good. Fuck. Yeah, that's Stephen Fry. Stephen Fry and his camera crew. But that's the Cockapoo. They're crazy. I watched a whole special on them. They're actually really interesting. They literally can't fly. They have these little nubby wings and they climb with their feet. They have like kind of like monkey hands feet and they can climb trees with their feet and their beak. But what they do is the male every day, a male that's like of sexual maturity, will climb a fucking mountain and he will find like a little kettle, like a little divot in the rock on some New Zealand mountain that he deems worthy. And he like he like fluffs down in it and bellows. And they make the most wild sound. And in the parrot's mind, like the bellow is echoing off this little kettle he's sitting in, like the little rock divot. And that's how he attracts a female. And they're completely flightless and live on the ground. So, of course, when white people showed up with snakes and rats, we decimated so many species of flightless birds. Thankfully, the Cockapoo survived some fucking way. I have no idea how. But what they don't climb, they mount. Shut the fuck up. I think we saw how they climb. I love them so much. Good morning, Fuzzy Chicken. Speaking of chickens. Fuck. That gets me. Cockapos are weird. Birds are wild. They're just the weirdest animals. They don't make sense. They survived a fucking lot, right? Like, I don't even know. Like, how did they survive? I honestly don't know. Where did it hide? A tree, I guess. I don't know. It's pretty wild. Cocky, thank you for the resub in the class. Keeping the class alive and giving it any swings, by the way. And Cut and Run. Thank you for the resubscriptions to the channel. I appreciate you. I'm sorry we were watching birds fuck people at the time. Yes, I do. You know, I didn't think that was rare parrot for the long time because there's another video of a Quaker parrot. If you know what let me just show you. There's no way to describe it. There's no way. I just want to see it wiggle. Quaker parrots are wild. You have a parrot? Oh, cool. You get it then. I don't. We had birds when I was younger. I travel too much to have birds. Honestly, it would be cruel. But if you don't know what a Quaker parrot is, they have this crazy movement that they do, and they do it totally in nature. Wait for it. And I thought this, because they come in different colors. You can get a green one, you can get them blue, gray, and they do that like thing when they do it at all ages. And in nature, it's the most precious. Look, stop it. Quaker parrots. But you can look up Quaker parrots and see like a nest of them, and all the babies will be going like that wiggle. And I thought that was what rare parrot was for the long time, but someone told me it was a Cockapoo. But it's still funny. Wait, you want to see it wiggle? That's a tier 2 Patreon sub. Oh, Cocky, I did. I actually screamed multiple times on stream as well. Again, I'd like to apologize for anyone whose ears are still bleeding. I've screamed. We actually have the clip of the Hades trailer I would like to watch with everyone. I would like to cheers and watch it again because it's fantastic. Oh, I love that song, Najio. We'll play that after the thing. Hold on. I gotta remember to pull it up on the right monitor. Wait, do it. That's a really good song, though. I miss everything else, but nothing else was trending on Twitter, so I'm not too concerned. I mean, other than, like, Trump's family got, they're guilty of tax fraud, big fucking, well, not his family, I don't know. Nothing's gonna happen. We all know this, whatever. I haven't seen anything, oh god, Ted Cruz's daughter tried to commit suicide. That's fucking terrible. Like, we all hate Ted Cruz. What a terrible person, but holy shit. That poor girl. I hope she's okay. I hope she's healing. I hope she's okay. The reason that was trending is he didn't go home. Not to give anyone another reason to hate the waste of air that is Ted Cruz, but his daughter tried to end her own life and he didn't go home. He stayed in Washington. Like, we're not shocked, but also, okay. Exactly, Chronicle. I really hope that outside of her father, her family is a support group, or she has some sort of support group with her, because Jesus fucking Christ. That poor girl. I can't, she's a baby. She's a baby. She's a baby. It's part of family values, right? I guess to him. It's fucking grim and horror. It's so sad. That was the only thing I saw, and I just, ugh, what a piece of fucking garbage. His daughter's out his bi. I'm not surprised he didn't come home. Wow. I didn't know that part, but none of that shocks me, and that's even sad. That's even worse. I hate Ted, but his daughter didn't ask for any of what his dad does. 100%. We don't go after kids. Period. I didn't agree with it when people went after Trump's little kid when he was the little boy. What was he, like 9? No. We don't go after, like, we can talk all the shit we want about fucking Trump and Ted Cruz. They're pieces of shit. They're adults. You don't go after kids. I'm sorry. That's not okay. That's just not okay. They're children, for fuck's sake. I don't care who their parents are. You don't attack children in any way, shape, or form. The fuck. In some good news, I need that. That person I was talking about yesterday that I know who went missing 6 weeks ago has been found safe. Oh, thank fuck. Were they okay? Was it something like horrible, or were they just, they went MIA on their own? Are they okay? I really hope so. When I shit on the royal family, it does not include their kids. Their kids, there's no consent there. 100%. And as an adult who knows you, has known you for literally the better part of 7.5, 8 years, I understand that, and I would never assume that. I would never assume that any of you talking shit about Trump are including his young son, or so on and so forth, because I assume you guys aren't fucking shithole humans. How could you be? You can't hang out here and listen to me all day if you were, If you want a mauled, you could listen to the R's who spoke out against marriage. Oh my God, no. I did. I saw some of the clips and I can't. Those are just horrible. Cheers to not hating on kids, 100%. Cheers to the fact that this is a huge community of over 30,000 people, and I can confidently say I don't think any of us are openly hating on kids on purpose, and we wouldn't. Period. And I'm proud of that. Fuck that. Not a sociopath last time I checked, right? Same. Like, I look in the mirror in the morning, I'm like, you're a little fucked up, but not that bad yet. We're going strong, motherfuckers. Cheers. Once your prefrontal cortex develop, it's free reign, right? You're not a kid. It's so, I just don't understand. Like, I understand having that gut urge to hurt someone's feelings. Like, everybody has that. If someone does something that offends you, there's an instinct in you to, like, fight back in some way, whether it's verbal, keyboard arguing, whatever. I just cannot see where someone goes, you know how I'm going to get to them? I'm going to fucking drag their children on social media. Wouldn't we want to hope their children, because you know how children usually end up the opposite of their parents. They kind of end up like their grandparents because of, like, the whole obstinance thing. Like, wouldn't we want to maybe get the kids on our side while they're young? I don't know. Just my thought. Doesn't make sense to make a young, angry, fucked up little kid I just can't. There's no words for it. That's the woman's nephew. The congresswoman who was crying about gay marriage has a gay nephew? Shut up. Shut up. Oh, wait. I gotta pull this link up on the right monitor. Shut up. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. What? Oh, that's some sexy shit. Are you kidding? Hold on. Fury and anger. I mean, I'm sure a lot of us have family like that. Everybody's got one, right? Cocky said it, I think. Everybody's got one. Everybody's got a couple. I've got a few. Got a very redneck family. They're out there. But damn, was that well said. And that woman was so sadly pathetic watching that. I watched it this morning and I was like, well, I hate everything about that. Imagine legislating hate. Like, that's your goal. You're like, I'm going to get into government because I got to spread the hate. It's so weird to me. I feel like maybe they need to get laid or get one of those special little like vibrators that like sucks your clit instead of, I don't know. It's wild to me. I just don't. They waste so much energy on thinking about gay sex, which is pretty fucking gay. Just me? Seems odd. The bill still passed. Thank fuck it did. Yeah. My uncle used the words illegals when talking about voting. Oh my god, what? Oh, cocky. When I was home visiting my parents, I got at least a couple coloreds in some conversation, and I was just like, "You can't no." And my dad said something else, and the whole car called him out on it. Like my mom, sister, me, and Zach were like, "Oh, Dad, absolutely not." Rednecks, man. They've got good intentions, but man, are they just whoa? Some of the shit though. It's a big face palm. It's a big face palm. But we've all got them, and I think as long as you do your best to speak out against it and not replicate the behavior, what more can we do? Wait, they have something that sucks the clit now? Oh my god, yeah. They have, seriously, I don't know why. I think because my phone's on my desk and we talk about sex all day during stream, I get so many ads on Instagram for sex toys and ball cages. Thanks, Zoe. All the time. Like cock cages. That's like all my ads, which is hilarious. I'm not interested in a cock cage. I don't have a cock. But cool, that's great. And the strange vibrators they have these days. And by strange, I mean awesome. Like they're shaped like a C. So one part goes in the nana and like vibrates against those happy places, but then it like hugs the like pubis bone and the other part like goes on your special zones. It's just like I can barely get past an electric toothbrush. I can't go with the vibrating shit, but to each, like, more power to you. Fucking science. We should send one to that woman and see what happens. That's all I'm saying. You're welcome, for real. Not kidding you. You could ask Zach. I showed him my phone. This was like 2 weeks ago. I was just in the kitchen, like scrolling, and I was like, "Babe, look at this." And I had 3 cock cage ads in a row, and I was like, "I don't know when oh, I know when we talked about cock cages, because your phone is listening. Like we all know this is happening. You talk about something and suddenly you have an ad for it. Sometimes the ads are spot on. Most of the time they're shit. Mine's just cock cages now. Is it the womanizer? Is that what it's called? Is that the one that goes and does the curl? That was my family growing up. My parents, to their credit, have made an honest effort, but colored folks, quote unquote, quoting our antiquated language, was a regular phrase in my small conservative, mostly white town. Same. And I call my parents on it because I know they're not meaning to be racist. They live in a different world than you and I. They live in a different world where they're not talking to people who call that out. They're talking to people their age who heard their parents say worse, and to them, that's the step down. You know what I mean? Like every generation, I think we're slowly eliminating the language more and more and more. But I'm sure there's shit I say that when, people my age as kids or my age that they'll be like, that was actually super insensitive. I don't know what it is today, but I'll be open to not saying it because language is fluid and right? You take steps forward in it. And I know for a fact my mother is not a racist person. So when I call her out on it, she says, "Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I know. What's the difference?" We talk about it. She's like, "What's the language I can use?" I'm like, "Black people, people of color." Like, you ask a black person. Like, that's the way to go about it, really. But I applaud them for at least trying. I don't know if it does the curl, but it does the suck thing. There's probably multiples, honestly. I've seen so many of them now. Like a ton. A slave quarters in your dad. Wait, I'm trying to catch up on chat. I visited my stepdad, and in his room, he has a slave quarters sign, and I'm like, that's that's fantastic. Frem, I had to scroll up because I wanted to know about Frem's missing friend. She just went MIA, but she's fine. I'm glad. That was on my mind. And I had to go find it. Sorry, that was way up in chat. I had to find it. I had to know. It's crazy that 2 people in our community knew someone who was missing in the news recently, and that it's just terrifying. Worst fears realized. You know what I mean? Any one of your loved ones just missing. I hope they are found. People really just forget basic communication works so well. 100%. I mean, I don't call out like in a rude way. I'm just like, oh, that's not an okay word. In my tone, it's probably kind of sarcastic. Some people, but my parents know how I sound. Like they know, they raised me. This is how I sound. So they're used to it. They know I'm being direct when I hear something, and I'm like, oh no, absolutely not. That's a bad word. that's not one we use. They go, which one? Wait, what? And then we talk about it, and it's fine. My grandma used to do the same. My grandfather was in World War II, and my grandfather and grandma had horrible, like, Asian-centered, racist dialect, like language they just used constantly. But I had never, like, witnessed open racism from them. They actually went out to Chinese food at a local Chinese restaurant, like, 3 times a week. They were obsessed with it. And so after my grandpa passed and I was much older, actually, my grandma, like, started changing the way she spoke, and my aunts moved her into a Japanese neighborhood, like 100% Japanese neighborhood, and she got to know all of them and became really good friends, and actually like apologized for her language in the later years of her life in her 80s. So it's possible if you want to. I don't believe in the excuse of, oh, it's just my generation. That's just the way we talk. Like, I think that's kind of a cop out. I think that's lazy. Right, Aleclectic. It was terrible. I grew up with so much, and the sick part is, when I was a kid, I didn't even know these words were bad. I thought they were just like, there's different words for things. Like, in Seattle, for instance, we have a million words for rain. There's snain, there's sleet, there's rain, there's frozen rain, there's blah, 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 blah. I thought it was like that kind of thing. It's not, but when no one explains it to you and there's no one there calling it out, you just don't know. It took me going to a very liberal college to be like, oh shit, that's all fucking horrific. Don't look under the bed. It's not a regular bed. It's a cage for daddy. Oh my god. Cock cages, I think, are considered a BDSM thing. It's literally like, it looks like a wire soft dick, and you put it on your dick when you're soft, I'm assuming, and then if you get hard, it hurts. I think that's the concept. Or maybe it doesn't hurt, but it, like, it's not the shape of a hard cock. I would assume. I don't have a dick. I don't know. To each their own. Zoe's into them. Ask Zoe. Zoe's seen a lot of cock cages on the cocks. Hello, Anus. How are you, love? Magical as always. Exhausted but good. My best friend went missing, say, after Thanksgiving. Jesus. After a big search I organized, we finally found his body. Oh, what happened? Was it an accident? Oh, that's terrible. There was a ton of horribly racist propaganda at the time. The stuff during World War II is nuts to look at now. Oh, I know. My Nana, oh my God. Not concerning World War II, but a really weird relic my Nana had in her house, and I have no idea to this day what happened to it. When she passed away, I tried to find it, because her and my grandpa had some weird shit in their house. Like, they had, like, 2, like, those cups you would get at, like, a basketball game that had the big straw that's like a accordion straw sticking out of the top, and it'd be like a basketball cup or something. Under their sinks, one was a cock and one was a pussy. I'm saying my grandparents were wild. And one of the things my Nana had was a sign that her mother had ripped out of the window of a store sometime in Seattle when my great grandma was really young, so like late 1800s, early 1900s ish, that said no blacks or Irish. And I remember finding that as a kid and being like, actually, I was heavily confused for many reasons, but one of them was my family always calls me the Black Irish. My whole Irish side of my family, which is half of me, is, they look like leprechauns. They're short and stout and have freckles everywhere and like ginger to blonde hair. They don't look like me at all. I got my dad's genes. So my nana would always be like, "You're definitely part of the family. You're just the black Irish." So when I saw that, I was like, what the fuck is that? Katie learned a lesson. I had no idea about like prejudice against Irish people. Not that it compares in any way, shape, or form to the racism and prejudice that still persists in our country for against people of color. Obviously, I'm not comparing or contrasting in any way, shape, or form. But that was wild to me. I found that when I was like 12, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And she told me my great grandma pulled it out of a window, like in a fit, because she was off the boat Irish. Yeah, the dark hair, blue eyes. Yeah, I didn't know that, and it was just, I guess, a name for people that weren't as pale. Oh my god, eye bleach. Wait, we still have this damn Hades trailer to watch. I just got talking and got high, and you guys are terrible at this. The freckles, blue eyes, dark hair. Yeah, that's me as well. My dad had dark brown eyes. But yeah, that was very confusing to me. But apparently, I mean, if you didn't know, the Irish were heavily like, I think in It's Always Sunny, one of the guys says, "Oh, not an Irish. They're the worst of the whites." And I was like, "Oh, damn, I didn't know. I had no idea." The beauty of being a privileged white girl that lived in the middle of Nowheresville. Kendo, you silly fuck. Thank you. Oh my god, Erican, thank you for reminding me. Actually, it's an alert in my channel, and it wouldn't go off unless I was live. If you type, I think it's just ! P.O. Box in my chat, my P.O. Box comes up. Thank you so much for saying something. I couldn't remember what it was. Boom! See, but it wouldn't come up when I wasn't live, which is weird because my bot isn't something it's run like on Stream Elements, you know what I mean? So I was confused. Nope, it's on me. And then I got a migraine. I have a lot of excuses for it. It's fine. I'm shitting my pants currently. That's trouble. That's exactly what my nana told me. Aren't the Black Irish the Spanish that survived the big battle of the Brits? Blanking on the name. That's what she told me. I've done Ancestry.com and 23andMe just for funsies, and I don't have any Spanish heritage at all. But I don't know. I got Egyptian and I got Eastern European. I think that's all from my dad because my dad was very, very dark. And then Irish. Lots of Irish. I drive you nuts. I mean, I could drive you nuts. That'd be weird. Man, just persecution alone is gross, but turning against the same people as you is just as fucking gross. I mean, look, it's the same. I mean, it comes back to like now we're against gay people. Like there is a religious part. I mean, not even just religious, but there is a community of people who, if you love someone whose genitals resemble yours, they don't like you. And that's fucking weird. Again, with thinking about all the gay sex they think about. We're all human fucking monkey people. We're just like flesh sacks, right? We're all just bags of wet bones. Thanks, Sales, for ruining my life with that one. We're just bags of wet bones like forever. Everyone. I have seen every genital, every shade, everything cut open. Y'all look the same on the inside, motherfuckers. Nothing is special. The moment the skin is cut, that's fat, bitch. I just wish more people had like that ability to, use that logic, just common sense logic, as opposed to making up their own shit. You know what I mean? It's tier 3, Katie. Calm down. Balls are magic. I will not. Wasn't it a lot of the Irish came over as indentured servants, so they were socially classified as the rest of the servant classes, aka POC? Absolutely. That's what my nana told me. Again, I hate comparing it because the prevalence of racism and systemic racism in our country versus against people who are actually of color, whereas I'm like Jewy yellow, or as one of my coworkers at Hopkins said, high yellow passing. I still don't know what that means. I can't speak to it. You know what I mean? I don't want to sound like a dumb bitch, but that's what my grandma said. It was just as bad. And like her mom was a mail order bride indentured servant. So basically what you could do is if you were of the Irish Catholic Church and you lived in the US, you could like mail the church in Ireland and be like, "I'm looking for a hot piece that's a virgin and Irish Catholic." And they'd be like, "Sick. Here you go." And they just like ship one over. But you were basically a servant, like you were owned. And so it's crazy. It's the stupidest, like, it's such a sad story. My Nana, the fact that she could laugh in her elder years was crazy. She was raised in an orphanage because after he impregnated her 4 times, my great grandma, he left her. He just like up and abandoned her, became an alcoholic womanizer. So all of my nana and all my aunts, all my great aunts and uncles were raised in an orphanage, and my great grandma worked as an actual maid in homes, which she could not have her kids in, obviously, because he left. But they were still married. It's wild. I don't know. It's crazy. Life. And my nana was fine. She was very bitter about Catholicism and the church and nuns, of course, but she still like had a great life and laughed. And I don't know. It was crazy. When you hear those stories, I'm very thankful that though my parent, like no parents are perfect, humans are just trying their best. That was not, I didn't have to be raised in a fucking orphanage and see my mom on Sundays for church. You know what I mean? Like that was mom day. I think the no Irish was also because there was a mass immigration in America because the Brits were so shit. That and the famine. I mean, the famine, like, obviously it wasn't just the potatoes, but there was a famine, of course. And trouble, isn't it ironic that, like, if you're not Native American, like, you're a fucking immigrant. Regardless of how many years your family's been here, if you ain't Native, you an immigrant. I'm not Native, am immigrant. Like, I'm, what is it? Fourth generation, still a fucking immigrant. Fuck off. It's so hypocritical. Is it break time? I know. I know. I love you too. You're a sweet boy. This is my boy. These are my standard poodles. This is Trick, my little void. He's so hard to see. The light just doesn't capture his handsome. Oh, thank you. But he's the best. He's just the best boy. Are you the best boy? Real good at getting that tit sweat, let me tell you. Real good at that. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, boy, puppy. I think they miss you a little, Rod. The famine, which Ireland has never recovered from. Exactly. Well, it was, yeah, yep. Mm-hmm. All right, quick break, and then I got Najeel's link. And then we will watch that fucking Hades trailer. I'm sorry I talked too much. I was just real excited to see you guys this morning. My mouse hasn't been working as, oh my god, stop. What? Please, sir, I'm only 9 years old, and the orcs you're fighting aren't even a year old. Now shut up and get ready to kill some babies. Next week on Cold Case. I mean, here's my girl. Here's my girl. Hello. My snuggle butt. You need to go outside and go potty. Maybe. She can't be left out. Oh no, she's the baby. Even Rod, when we picked him up, we hung out for a while and we're bullshitting with Rod in the backyard. And Rod was like, "Oh, Lilith's definitely the baby. Like she needs to be held." I'm like, "Oh, yeah, now you get it." And if you don't, she'll show you how. She'll like start slapping her own face. Like, this is how you pet me. It's terrible to watch. Bless their fucking hearts. Wait. I got a link up here and I don't think we watched it. Let's watch it real. Fuck, that's beautiful. Oh, BDO, you silly fuck. Sorry, that made me cry. That was fucking glorious. Thank you for gifting a sub to Marilyn Maverick. Marilyn Maverick, use a butt was the highest order. Please go forth and do everything consensually. Marilyn, oh my god, you just reminded me. I have to tell you guys about a new book I started reading. Some of you have probably read it, but the villain in it's from Baltimore, of course, which I just found out in the middle of the book. Holy shit, it is so fucked up. It's called Butterfly Garden. If you've read it, I'm judging. How did you find this book? My mom read it, and that's how I found it. But what a fuck story. Quick break so I can release the hounds to Shiza or whatever the fuck they need to do. Then we'll come back. We'll watch this Hades thing because I've already seen it, but it's fantastic and we need to see it again. And then I have to talk to you about this book because it's kind of fucked me up a little bit. It's so fucking Maybe go read it. I don't know. It's called The Butterfly Garden. That's all I got. It's Hades 2! I know. Fuck, I was just looking at Twitter, and Millie wrote back to me, and she said, like, I can't, like, that crazy, what did we do? When I was at her house, we made a, sorry, let me turn this volume down. We made we made an altar to take cool Instagram photos, literally for Nocturne. But she is like me in that she collects dead things and cool rocks and like creepy antiques from all over the world and stuff. So her house is really it's like an oddities shop. It's really cool. So there were like, little skulls, like raccoon skulls and different things like that. And we were incorporating all that. And we spent probably 3 to 4 hours making it and lighting it for photos. It was fun. We liked doing it. We did it all night. It was really fun. And she's like, that altar we made must have done something. Like, I don't fucking get it, but it's just been amazing for her ever since we hung out that one time. Like, she's gotten Baldur's Gate and so on and so forth and just done really well. And I was like, bitch, we spent literally hours making an altar out of bones and crystals and like blood. Like, you thought nothing would happen. We thought nothing would happen. We're idiots. Oh, Genova, I am the type of person to stay in the car for the song to end. I'm the same. I can't do it. I like music too much. Oh my God, Genova. She's in Hades 2. She's voicing Hecate. I know. I know. I actually have the video up and I would love to watch it again with you guys. It was part of the, I'll play the rest of that song, don't worry. It was part of the awards show last night. Unfortunately, because I fucked around with headphones all day yesterday, I fucked my head and I got a really bad migraine, so I didn't get to watch all of the awards. Thank fuck I caught this part. Good morning, Mag. How are you? It's like, you guys know Hades is probably the second game that, like, my most hours invested. It goes Skyrim. Well, no, probably third. ESO, Skyrim, Hades. I have like over 1,000 hours. It's disgusting. I've played so much Hades out of pleasure. I love the game. Like, I'm never mad to play it forever. That's probably why I haven't 100%ed it. I don't really try too hard because I just keep enjoying the game. It's so fucking fun. And the fact that one of my favorite humans in the entire world, Amelia Tyler, gets to voice act one of the main characters in the new game is simply so fucking cool. So fucking cool. Mag, Hades 2 and Millie's in it. What could go better? How could the day go better? Let us cheers to this. Cheers, y'all. Oh my God, John, it's so good. I was talking about it earlier. Like, I wasn't I had never really like seeked or sucked out. I haven't looked for roguelikes. I fuck those up all the time. Whatever Hades is. I hadn't really like looked for them before. I'd played a few that I really liked that were like, my like dark theme or whatever that I really liked. I liked so much like. But that wasn't a genre that I aimed for. I was much more into stuff like Skyrim and Zelda and like big open world story games, stuff like that. And I like Greek mythology though, and I think I played Pyre. I think was the first Supergiant game I played. And I played a little bit of Pyre and went and bought all the games. I was like, fuck this. These are the best games ever. And Hades is just so good. There's something about it. It's not procedural. Would you guys call it procedurally generated? Pyre's music and the story. Oh my God. Like, all the dialogue that you're just hearing as you go along is so fucking good. I want to say that's how it went. Anyways, yeah, Hades is just, to a certain extent, it's like procedurally generated. They have set maps, okay. But they're different every time. So if you're unfamiliar, is it roguelike or roguelite? Steam Decks are amazing, Najeel. If you can afford it, they're really good. Zach has one that I fuck around with every once in a while. It's flawless. It's really good. It's pretty crazy how well it works. Light, thank you. So roguelite. So if you're unfamiliar with the roguelite concept, basically it's a game where, you play through levels. If you die and you go back, there's like a home base, usually like a dungeon or something where you can go around and buy goods and stuff, and then you go again. But you keep some of the stuff, and you keep your levels, like you level up and get better and better at the game every time you die. That's kind of the theme of a roguelite. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's kind of how they work. And it's the way that they do it is every time you die and go back in. It's not procedurally generated necessarily. It's like set maps, but it's different every single time you go through. And for someone like me that's ADHD, like I cannot stand repetitive gameplay. Like games where if you die, you have to listen to a set amount of dialogue again and do the exact same like shoot 'em up sequence again until you beat them fucking drives me bonkers. And there's none of that at all in this game. It doesn't exist. It's so good. I could not suggest Hades enough. I've gotten people in trouble being addicted to it. It's so good. Dude, right rip, they're really great. Steam Decks are great. My only complaint with a Steam Deck is my same complaint with everything that's not a giant monitor. It's a small screen, and I'm kind of blind. That's not a complaint. That's me. So they're great. Nope, we're going to watch it right now. I'm going to take a cheers. I'm so fucking excited. It's fine. Is that not getting anyone else in the feels? It's fine. I know. It's so good. And, like, I might actually be able to cosplay that bitch. Like, I can't cosplay many bitches, but that looks like a tall, no-boob bitch with short hair. Like, I could do that. Fuck, I didn't think it would make me cry again, but god damn. I'm just, like, really excited. God. I know. Fuck. Same, Marilyn, I was the same. Like, normally, I've pre-ordered a lot of games before, but normally I wait until I see, like, a lot of more gameplay. Like, I wait until a lot more is done, you know? This isn't coming out till what? It's projected for next August or something. Fuck, dude. I don't want to ruin my makeup. Fuck, I'm so excited. Bean Melano's pretty awesome figure as well. This is gonna be good. I'm unfamiliar with who that is. I'm gonna Google them. The name sounds crazy familiar, but hold up. It's one of the Greek goddess. So Melano is the Greek goddess of ghosts, nightmares, and funerary rites. Ooh, often confused with Hecate and Angelos. She wanders the earth every night with a train of ghosts who scare anyone in their path. She's the daughter of Persephone. Oh shit. Although her father's not confirmed, $10 says it's Zeus. I am so beyond hype for that. I'm sorry I cried again. Fuck. When representation matters. Fucking men. Amen. Fuck. Same. Supergiant, I just don't think they could disappoint me. Every single game that I've played of theirs has been amazing. And even though, like, Glut has described how Pyre is different, it doesn't matter. I don't think it matters. Like, because, like, I'm very much into roguelites now. Like, I seek that out as a genre because of Hades. I love that type of gameplay. However, Transistor is not that in any way, shape, or form. It's a totally different type of gameplay that's really fucking cool, actually. I very much enjoy it. And the battling in Transistor, or the fighting style, is really unique. And Bastion's totally different, too. Like, they're all different, and you just can't. Darren Korb's a god. I was pulling up a video. Pretty sure it's this one. It's just you guys know what one it is. We already need to take a break because it looks like an ad just popped or something, to which I apologize. What up, Hensville? How are you? I was so cold. What's it like being so cold all the time? I was only in Canada, but I was around your line and it was cold. My lips are still, like, so chapped just from the wind, the cold wind. I'm a puss, man. I don't know what it is. Yeah, it was I mean, how many years ago now was it? It was a while ago. Not something I dwell on, but I remember it happening, and we were all just like, wow. It was obvious they were going to win at least one award, and I'm pretty sure these awards shows know who's winning, right? Before, like, we all knew Elden Ring would win at least something because Miyazaki was there. Like, Miyazaki doesn't go to this awards show unless there's something to win. And so when Hades was up for a bunch of stuff, like, everybody was like, they'll win something, like, about the music or the art or something. We didn't exactly, I knew it was Game of the Year. I fucking knew it. But, like, we didn't know it. And it was so weird when they announced Game of the Year. No one was there to accept anything. It was, and they're an indie studio. Supergiant. They're renowned now because of Hades. But before Hades, Bastion was relatively well known in their other games because there was, like, a cult following, but Hades really put them on the map. They're still considered an indie studio. And they're small, and everything's in-house. If you guys remember the year of the DMCAing before I figured out how to separate my audio, we listened to almost exclusively Supergiant music all the time, which was totally fine because they make it. Darren Korb is an in-house music creator, whatever his title is, god of music. He's in-house. You know what I mean? So you can still there's self everything. Yeah, it's still just Supergiant, which is really fucking cool. Yeah, you can. I actually have it up right here. I have it up on my screen. It's really small, but it says right there. Katie's super developer publisher, Supergiant. I mean, that's in for how much they've really put themselves on the map. That's fucking crazy. That they, I mean, I'm sure they've been offered. Can you imagine what EA would do to buy them and eat them? Hades is a contender for game of the century, but it's just my objective fact. I mean, opinion, same. I kind of agree. I mean, opinions. It's probably better you don't ask at that point. It's good to see you as well. Yeah, I know. Same. It's so cold. They're an indie studio. They're not publishing through any major publishers. Yeah, that's what I thought. They're self-published, so indie, which is glorious. It's amazing what they've accomplished with that. And if another, so Darren Korb and Ashley Barrett do the majority of vocals and a lot of the VO in the game. The character art, so like when you go talk to a character in game and that beautiful character art pops up with their little word blurble, the artist for that, their name is Gen Z. I believe it's Jen and then Zee. Gen Z, that's their name. On Instagram and elsewhere if you want to check their art out and support them as well. I'm a stan for Supergiant. They're just fantastic. They've done everything so right. They've done it the right way, you know what I mean? And it's proven so good for them. Speaking of It Takes Two, I wasn't the only person horrified by them marketing a toy specifically about tearing apart a child's treasured toy, right? No, that was weird. No, I got that. No, that was weird. It was crazy. The game was amazing, but it was dark, very dark. When you're not concerned about making all the money possible, this is what you get, right? That's a really beautiful way to put it. Yeah. They went into it with the passion, I think was a big part of it. Yeah. Hello, Mayo, my love. How are you? We were just playing stuff. I need to take a break real quick. I actually need to get some water. I drank it all and my mouth is really dry and it's the breaks times. And I'm going to go say good morning to Zach before he does his thing. But we've been listening to Supergiant all morning. We have one more, I think it's 2 more songs actually in that video, but I just didn't want anybody to get fucked because I'll say this forever. I don't think you should have to sub to my channel. I love when you sub to my channel, but I don't want you to feel like you have to just to avoid ads. Get an ad blocker. One of those things. I'll be right back. I was just coming to say good morning. Oh. Oh, thank you. I was just taking a break to come say good morning. All right, my dudes. Hello, Auspex, my love. Hail the Dank Lord. Hello, Mel. How are you? Zach just went to the store to get monsters, so my dogs are crying. You're going to be fine. He'll be back in less than 3 minutes. I promise you'll live. They hate when the pack breaks up. Isn't this song good? I heard it for the first time in American Horror Story Hotel. Welcome. You're not going to bark at a door. That's weird. Don't do that. It's a very sexy song, and if you've watched Hotel, it's great. I think it's episode 1, no spoilers. It's like Lady Gaga and her love, I can't remember the actor's name, her like lover, they're like just ripping into a body. It's fucking metal. It's really hot. Hot in the most macabre way possible. You know what I mean? Dude, right? It's like you want to be in that club from Blade where the sprinkler's just blood. You remember the scene, Brittany? Oh my God, Brittany is so big, by the way. I got to see her. When I came home, she was out a little bit because I was gone for 5 days. By the way, I wanted to say that a lot of people ask, like, our tarantula is high maintenance. I left for 6 days, and I'm pretty sure they were happier with me gone than they've ever been. All of them were, like, out. They'd spun special webbing. Brittany was out. She's huge. Like, she takes down a cockroach this big by herself already, and she's only 4 months old. Huge. She a bitch, I'm saying. What a correct name. Wings. Wing cockroaches, which is the extra large if you go and buy them. Kitties are wrangled and saw the doc, and all is well. Best news ever. I feel like cats live forever and they get health problems more than dogs. I don't know what it is. All my friends with cats always, like, when their cats get elder, get, like, kidney problems. Is music loud? Thank you. I never know. Thank you. Spicy Kitty wasn't even spicy. Oh my God, that's amazing. My dogs actually do really good at the vet too. They're pretty nice. They just love people. Is it better? Is it not so abrupt? What is on my scalp? Is that just a silver hair? Oh my god, it literally is just a silver hair reflecting all the light. Let's ignore that. No, actually, I just was letting the song finish because I'm not the devil. Not in that way, anyways. We have to finish the super giant. I have the Darren Korb video up. Darren Korb and Ashley Barrett. Oh my god, but my dogs are crying, so I probably will maybe wait till that ends. We have to finish the Hades video. I would never. I would never. But maybe. Is this from 2010? Stop. It's not that old, is it? I wanna fucking tear you apart. That's what it sounds like. Is it weird that I wanna see her breed? Dude, I don't even man. I wonder if there's someone's I swear that probably exists. There's a lot of, like, they call them tarantula pairing. That's what the videos are called. I bet there's videos of it online. I've seen a lot of tarantulas pair, but I've never seen that species. Not a lot of people have bird eaters simply because they get big. Like Brittany is going to need like at least a 10-gallon tank, which is the maximum any tarantula is really going to ever need, ever. And most tarantula keepers like tarantulas that live in this forever. You know what I'm saying? So they're not very common. But maybe. I'm going to look for it. Oh, Allie, thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the classy alive and giving it names swings, and thanking Banana for your gifted sub. I love when you guys have manners. It's so fucking sexy. Spider porn is actually really metal, dude, because most of the time the dude gets just eaten. If you didn't sob in 2006, you're old. I sobbed. I was a youth. Rock with the Rockwell. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my stream. Thank you so much for the raid. How are you? Welcome, Raiders. My name's Katie, and we're just worshiping Hades over here because it's one of the best games ever. What's up? How are you? Dude, spider sex is it's like really anticlimactic until they're done. Like, if you guys, just a rough breakdown of tarantulas. So basically, they don't have like the classic genitals that they don't like butt to butt or anything like that. So when a boy tarantula becomes sexually mature, he spins a special web, comes all over it, and then covers his little hands, not his legs. So tarantulas have 8 legs, and then they have 2 little arms next to their fangs, and those are called pedipalps. And they like cover them in the sperm. So the way you can tell that a spider or a tarantula is male a lot of the times is their 2 little arms have 2 little punching bags on the ends, and those are their 2 little grippies that they are filled with sperm. And then when a female is like, hell yeah, I'm down, they basically have these little hooks on their front leg called a tibial hook because it's on the tibia of the leg. And that is to hold her fangs away from their face so they can like punch her mommy box with their little spermy fists. And then when they're done punching or when she's just fed up, they try to back away and run away as fast as possible. But I have a couple male tarantulas. They're all named Snack. So that probably tells you the statistics of survival there. And also males don't live very long. Like male tarantulas live anywhere from 2 to 7 years. Females live upwards of 35 years. And that's natural lifespan, not including the being et. Brittany would probably eat her man. Probably. They're so big. So Brittany is her scientific name is Atheraposa apophysis. Common name, pink-footed bird-eating tarantula. No tarantula actually is out there jumping on birds. It's a misnomer. They can get really big, and we're living in trees and kind of people thought they were a fucking bird. I don't know. But they're one of the few tarantulas that are kind of sexually dimorphic. So some tarantulas like the Grammostola pulchra or a lot of Aphonopelmas, they tend to look extremely similar and be of similar size. And usually the only way you can tell the difference is when the male is sexually matured. They're a lot ganglier and skinny, and they get those little hooks and little punching gloves. But other than that, they look really similar. And then some tarantulas, when they're sexually mature, look really different, and the size difference is astronomical. Like the males are really, really small compared to these big fucking females. And I think bird eaters are like that. So I'm assuming it's a male, but I don't know, man. I haven't paired any tarantulas. I haven't accepted that I want one to potentially die. That makes me sad and is scary. Next girl I'm hooking up with, I'm going to ask her if I can come on her hands and punch her mommy box to finish. I mean, dude, straight up, just make sure she's molted within the last 6 months, because if she molts after you punch her mommy box, she loses the sperm. What up, Noguchi? How are you? Wait. Again? Wait, do you get another soul? I was unaware. Can I trade it in? What's up? Let me know, because I didn't know. I feel tricked. Is that sci-fi spooder book, the relationship between males and females and their culture, is fascinating, dude. It's amazing. It's so weird. I can't wait for real Spider-Man. Like, real Spider-Man would have the most, thank you, would have the cummiest fists, is all I'm saying. You're welcome. I'm here for you. Make sure to have some cardio. Dude, Rockwell, did it happen to do with a podcast? So not to like call you out, but like, it's funny. We're all here. Everybody makes mistakes. You were like, yo, my links are below, and you didn't put any links below for me to go to. But like, I'm down. I didn't know how to send the email back sarcastic and funny without sounding like a total cunt. Thank you so much for sending the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving a name of swings, though. I fucking appreciate you. Dude, I'm a fucking space kid. I'm queen of space cadets. I am not here to throw shade or judge. I thought it was hilarious, and I'm so glad you're here for us to do this live. Dude, and I was baked, which is why I laughed. And I was like, if I send him an email back, like trying to be funny, it's just gonna come off cunty right now, and I'm not about that. Oh yeah, it's great. Fantastic. Been there, done that. Kunguru, thank you so much for sending the class, keeping the class alive, and giving an A swings with that fucking Prime sub. I appreciate you. Don't forget to use your Prime subs. In no way, shape, or form do you have to use them here. No pressure at all. But please use them. Bezos makes $8 million a minute and does nothing for the universe. Please. We have enough cocks in space. I'm over it. Perfect first topic for our dude, I'm down. I'm it's a lifestyle. You know what I mean? Although there was that actual comic arc where Spidey gave MJ terminal cancer with his radioactive sperm. I did not read that, and that's fantastic. What was it with his fists? That's fantastic. I love that. That's beautiful. I also, Tarantula is like, I don't know, man. Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man because spiders, but it's just, where did they get their science? Nowhere. She died? Fuck. That's dark. It was from his dick. Prolonged exposure to his dick killed her. Wow, that is fucking dark. I didn't know that not replying is an option when I'm feeling cunty. I mean, I just reply later. You know what I mean? Like, I still remembered said email. I flag it, and I'm like, it's like my mental, if I flag an email, it usually means like, you didn't respond to this yet, and you were too high to at the time. You know what I mean? And I had a migraine last night, so I got real high. What up, Greg? How are you, my love? How are you? And happy Friday. Let's listen to the rest of this Darren Korb thing. Cool. Not just me. Sick. It was, I didn't think I would. Like, it's not exactly, I don't know what it was. I don't want to spoil the ending. I'm not going to say literally anything except that I cried hard. Not that there's really an ending. However, after that song plays, no spoilers, I think I got on Twitter and was like, I don't even remember. I think I had like 400 something hours in Hades at that point or something like that. Something ridiculous. It's even more ridiculous now. The game's amazing. And I tweeted at Supergiant. I was like, holy shit, what a fucking magical experience. Thank you, Supergiant. I will never take this for granted, blah, 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 blah. Just beat the game, I think is how I said it or whatever. And Supergiant tweeted back at me. I almost fainted. They tweeted back at me and they were like, there's more. Please don't stop playing. And I have never stopped fangirling over that little just tweet moment. What a sad life I lead a little bit. It's so good. We actually started a new playthrough on stream because I beat the game and played all of those hours, the majority of those hours offline, the year that my forever puppy passed away. And I mean, Hades has a lot of meanings to me other than that. But I mean, man, it really did help me survive the hours. Like, keep the quiet away, you know, so the intrusive thoughts don't come in. When I was really missing her, I played the fuck out of Hades, beat it offline and everything. So I have a totally different playthrough that we've been playing on stream every once in a while when I'm like in between games or it's Faded Friday and I don't want to be fucking high playing a game I care about. You know, fucking high, I'm always high, but like, you know, not being able to respond to an email high. Heard the news of 2 and instantly thought CK and Screw is I die and Screw and Crew. Oh, dude, that was the first thing anyone said in chat this morning, and the first thing I said, and we had a group scream about it. T Knight, thank you so much for summing the glass, keeping the glassy alive, and giving it any swings. I fucking appreciate you. How are you? How are you? Thank you for the resub, love. I missed a notif. Oh my god, did I? Hold up. I was gathering the links in chat that I didn't want to lose everyone's links. Kona, I said a silent thank you, but thank you very much for gifting a sub to Loznay Beulah. I can't do the voice. I don't have that much gravel or that much boring tone. Thank you for gifting a sub to one of my favorite people in the world. I appreciate you. Thank you. Did Stray win some shit? See, that's the stuff I think I missed. Because I was, of course, in Zach's chat, and people were just ripping on Stray. Like, I saw someone was like, I hope Stray wins an award to piss people off. I was like, that game is so good. Why are people saying this? And, like, JP kept talking shit about it. And I wonder if they played the game. Part of me wonders, like, did they just, like, speed run that shit? Or did they actually gather story? Because the story has already brought me to tears multiple times, and we still have a couple hours left in that game. I don't know, just me, I guess. Zach doesn't talk shit on it because he hasn't played it. But I'm loving it. I don't ever want it to end. Like, being a cat is adorable, but to me, it's not even the major factor in it. Other than all of these very high-tech, like, android-ish robot things are asking a cat to save their world is a little weird, but sure. Sure. Is it because it's so simple? I mean, it's gorgeous. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I'm very much, and Zach, I know Zach's kind of similar that way. We're very much on the indie side of things. Like, I don't need a AAA game to really, like, win. I don't need that big of a backing on it, I guess, for me to play something. I love those smaller indie games. Like, I was saying last night, one of my favorite ones we played a couple years ago was, I can't remember it again. It's like Blendy and the Ink Machine. It was a very short little horror walk-through game that kind of looked like old Disney cartoons on crack a little bit, or maybe, no, like heroin, more like heroin. But it's one of the most beautiful games I've ever played. It was so clean and so crisp and detailed in the weirdest ways, and it was gorgeous. And it was not on anybody's radar, and not a Bendy. Was it Bendy? Thank you, not Blendy. I thought I was on the art thing. Bendy. I haven't played the new Bendy game either, but I want to. Right? Some of the most simple games evoke a lot of fucking emotion, and there's a lot of effort put into all games, I think. Like, all the art counts, and all of it is wonderful. I don't know, maybe that's just me. What up, Zentech? How are you? A simple game can evoke emotion and be a great game because it's focusing on story. 100%, yes. Like, some of those games we played, like, Little Misfortune and, oh god. What was the one? I don't want to spoil it for those that haven't played. It wasn't Little Misfortune, or was it? Was it Little Misfortune? Where the dialogue was weird and, like, I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil the end. But it was a very indie, like, point and click kind of puzzly type game, and it broke my soul in half. It was great. I mean, fucking terrifying, but great. Franbo scared me more than anything. But Little Misfortune, that one was, oh yeah. She was the little lady. Yes, yeah. She had, like, the weird accent. Yes, yeah. Life is Strange, abso-fucking-lutely. Yeah. Those get me more than anything. Some of my favorite games ever have been very small titles that a lot of people don't play, just because they're not a AAA. And a lot of the times I understand that most people don't have some amazing PC that pumps out the graphics. Mine do. I don't take that for granted. I love my PC. And most smaller indie titles either go console or PC and don't really get the exposure to get both. And that sucks, so I get that. Quiet, Mr. Butthole. This is a stealth mission. That was on Zach's soundboard for so long. Spiritfarer. Oh my god. You know what's... I was playing Spiritfarer, and then Millie passed away, and I had to stop playing it for like a year. I finally beat it. Like, I played it as my little offline game. Fabulous fucking game. I mean, holy shit, such a good game. But it'll rip your heart out. No, I have not finished Stray yet because it was the surprise, me surprising my sister. I kind of had to play dumb. I know, it was so, it sucked. I hated everything. I hate not telling you guys, like, something super exciting that I get to go do. But no, I haven't finished it yet. I was thinking about finishing it today, actually, because I think Sales said I have about 2.5-ish hours left. You're stuck in an ad? Boo! I won't do anything cool. I promise. That is what I want to say. Screw your AAA game, whatever games that gamers love to play now. A game doesn't have to be super popular to everyone else for me to try it out, I guess. Like, it can have a bad score, and if it looks like something I'll try it out. There's a lot of games that don't have great scores on Metacritic or whatever the fuck you look at, and I fucking have played the living shit out of them. Good stories. Oh, fuck. Good stories, good music for video games. I played a lot of classics over the ages, and God, thank God. Dude, same. I missed some of the classics and the epic music they had in them. That was one of the awards that I was shocked about last night. Not saying God of War has bad music. The music's phenomenal, but they won the award for best game music, I think. Yeah, God of War. And I was like, I mean, it was pretty, but it's not something I'm going to go, like, listen to all the time. Whereas, like, Halo, oh, the Halo stuff made me fucking cream my panties. But the Halo soundtrack's fantastic. I still listen to the Halo soundtrack today. The Destiny soundtrack. I don't know. The Skyrim soundtrack. Like, there are soundtracks out there far more epic. I don't know that I actually would. Is that just me? It was. I'm not saying they don't deserve awards. It was still a wonderful game. But that one I was kind of thrown off by. Oh, was it Hellsinger won for best music? Maybe I was totally off. I had again, migraine card. I could be. Thank you for clarifying, because I could be totally off. I listened to Skyrim soundtrack this morning while I got ready for stream. I still think the greatest piece of video game music is Deep Stone Lullaby. Wait, which one is that? I gotta look it up now. I'm bad with names. What's it from? Oh, it's Destiny. See, I just listened to the whole OST because they're gorgeous, but I probably totally agree. I just got fucking chills up my asshole. My heart got light. I know this. I know this. Are we gonna get on a feels train already? Fuck, I've already cried once today. God damn it. Elder Scrolls has fantastic soundtracks. Agreed. And I've heard from multiple people that oh god, sorry about the volume. Is it Jules? Jeremy Jules? What is his name? The Skyrim guy. I've heard he's a dick and really hard to work with. But I've also, like, if you read history on a lot of the greatest artists in the world, most of them are, like, dicks, and nobody liked them until they died, and then they were like, oh, look at the art. So, I mean, is he a sex offender? Good, that's good to know. That was sarcasm for those just on the earpieces. Big wow. Morrowind's the best. I agree. I think I'm biased, though, because I played, I played Oblivion. Oblivion was my first Elder Scrolls game ever. But I played it like any other game I'd ever played before. I played it linearly. Like, I didn't understand the concept of an Elder Scrolls game and kind of the open worldness and how you could have multiple missions at a time. I didn't understand that concept. So I literally just followed the main mission and beat it. Then I went and played Morrowind, and I played Morrowind the way you play an Elder Scrolls game. And I just have I had so many hours in it on an Xbox that it's like an addiction. Wait. Stop it. When was your birthday, Zoe? Wait, what day? Can I sing to you still? I pulled it. I have a lot of links from everybody. I got all the music from earlier too. I apologize. I kind of spaced. But I got it. I'm just putting it on the right monitor. This is why I love you, Sages, man. Sages. That makes everything make sense, Zoe. You're so much like my sister. This is fucking gorgeous. That's why it fucking hit my soul in its gut. This is what BDO said. I haven't played this in a bit. I haven't played the main story in literal years. In Destiny, this is the song that's played when you go from a living being to having your consciousness transferred into an exo. That's why my heart started pitter-pattering like I'm about to fucking die. Beautiful, though. I mean, it's still phenomenal. Some of the saddest music in video games that is from the saddest parts is the most beautiful. Emotion. I mean, who'd have thunk it? Emotion fucking makes better art. Weird. I didn't know you were supposed to play an open world RPG like Morrowind. Dude, right? That's how I was when I first picked up Morrowind. Stopped playing it for a while, then came back to it, and then was obsessed. Same. I went and replayed Oblivion, by the way, for those that are like, oh my god, what did you miss out on? I replayed it the correct way. And then Skyrim, of course. I had too many hours in. Hold up, we have to watch Rod real quick. Happy birthday, happy birthday. This is, well, we're super late, so have a lot of fun. We're waiting for the celebrating. That was your day, so happy birthday to you. Ba-dum-ba-dum-bum-bum-bum-bum. And a pinch to grow an inch. I want you to have a big saggy clitoris. Be beautiful. Something you have to tuck back. All the pleasures. Happy birthday. Belated. Of course. You know my sister's birthday is December 3rd. You guys are hella close. It's so weird, and I know I was 4 years old and 9 months. My parents literally fucked on my birthday to have my sister, which is sick. But that's neither here nor there. I remember the night my sister was born, which is insane. It was 30 years ago. I didn't stay. I remember I was brought to the hospital, so we owned a motel for a very short amount of time, and well, it was like 3 or 4 years, so it wasn't that short amount of time. But anyways, we owned a motel at the time, and my biological dad, I've told you, was an alcoholic, died of that very soon, which is why we didn't own the motel for very long. And he would just stand around the parking lot drinking beer and befriending every single human being that came by. So, like, we owned a motel, so we had a chip machine and a pop machine, so he was best friends with the person who delivered chips to us and the person who delivered pop to us, and soda. Wow, that came out. Let's not talk about that. And so the night my sister was born, he took my mom to the hospital, and the chip man his name was Chip, which to this day I don't believe. My mom swears his name was actually Chip. He brought me to the hospital, and I remember standing at the end of the hospital bed, and my mom was like hella pregnant, like heaving, and my dad was standing by the bed with his hand on the railing, and she was like, "Do you want to stay and watch your sister come into the world?" And I just sat there and was like, "Absolutely not," and started crying, and Chip took me home and took me for the night. And then the next morning there was that sack of new wet bones just crying all the time. Her nickname was the Screamer as a baby because she just never stopped. It was crazy. It was almost like she was born into a bad household. Or tumultuous. Broken? I don't know. Must have been some birthday cake. You know what's crazy is I remember the birthday. It was the last kind of really epic birthday I ever had as a kid. I remember coming because I came downstairs and the house was already decorated. My mom put up streamers and cardboard cutouts of unicorns and Pegasuses and My Little Ponies, and everything was pink and purple, and it was fucking decked out. It was smothered, and I woke up in the morning and came downstairs and was like, it's my birthday. I was so excited. I still remember it, and that's the environment that caused them to consummate a child. So just want you all to chew on that for a minute. If that volume gets crazy, just let me know. Again, nothing is the same. Everything sucks. Pop is what my mom calls it, and she grew up in Seattle, and I don't think Seattle people call it pop, but my biological dad was from upstate New York and Wisconsin, and they definitely call it pop there. And I don't know. Every once in a while it comes out. I said it for years. Is it good level? Thank you. I said pop for years until I moved to Baltimore, and then people just never stopped making fun of me for it. So I just changed it. I was like, kind of like, removing racial language from your own personal vocabulary. I started saying soda instead, so people would get off my case. This is why I'm looking to help. We made this broken house a broken home. Hell, oh, Freudian slip for real. Did that hurt in your fingers? Your mom died of alcoholism? Dude, I'm so sorry. That was my dad. My dad he had a tough life, though. Tough fucking life, man. My mom tells me stories about, his childhood. This is, in my opinion, the worst. There was probably worse. I don't know. But his first year of college, apparently my biological dad was, kind of a like a Sheldon type character, kind of like too smart for his own good, which a lot of people that way end up on drugs or alcoholics, sadly. And I'm not here to shame addiction in any way, shape, or form at all. Shit sucks, and I'm so sorry if you suffer from any of it. Um, so his first year of college, he goes off to college, and when he came home for Christmas break, his mom had just moved to Wisconsin with his little sister. He like broke into the house that was his, and a strange family was in the beds apparently. And then he just had to like take a bus back to school. He eventually found them somehow, but like crazy. That's one of the main stories I've always remembered. I'm just like, I can't even fathom that. Your mom just fucking left. You just got a detox, dude, honey. All the fucking vibes and power to you. Thoughts and prayers are bullshit, but Jesus Christ, what a journey. Can you even? I don't know. That's the thing. She was nuts. She was apparently a nut. His mom was a fucking fuck nut. I've actually found out even more from her. Oh my God, you guys want dirt on my great grandma? She's dead. It's fine. So, Ancestry.com and 23andMe come around, you know, like what, 10-ish years ago? I don't know. They've been around for a bit now. And because my dad is dead and most of his entire side of that family is dead, I haven't really ever felt an identity there because I've told you my mom's side, they're all like leprechauns. They're Irish, freckled, cute, pale, not what I look like in any way, shape, or form. And so I did it because I was like, what is the other half of me? I don't know. Like, they're all just fucking dead. And so to backtrack a little bit, so my dad's mom, this is the story I grew up hearing. She went to whatever the schooling is to become a nun. It's not seminary. It's whatever it is to become a nun. She went to that. Like, she was living with the nuns. She was a baby nun. She was getting her habit pieces, whatever. Very Catholic. Not to reiterate, my family is very Catholic. And she was doing is it just nunnery? Yeah, she was in a nunnery about to take her final vows. This is the story I grew up hearing for years until I did Ancestry.com. About to take her final vows and just backs out and leaves. And no one, never told anyone why, ever. And this is the best part of the story. This again, just reiterated from my family. My mom tells me later on, she's like, so this is the best part. So my mom's mom, my maternal grandmother, it was my Nana. You guys know my Irish Nana, where I get all the great, like, Millie loves my pussy. Your grandfather was a stallion. That Nana. Deep drinker as well. Lived off candy and booze for 20 years of her life, I swear to God. She was one of those people who would push. And she couldn't take, and both sides very Catholic. Like, my Nana grew up in a fucking Catholic or Irish orphanage. And that was a really good song. I need to save that one. Saved. Anyways, she was, apparently they were all out to dinner one night, and my Nana was pushing my dad's mom, like, why did you leave? Why didn't you just become a nun? Like, who goes through all of that? All of that. Like, apparently it's a lot to become a nun. Obviously I don't know. And my dad's mom goes, out of nowhere, at a dinner table in public or something, just goes, Ethel, I got syphilis. And my Nana just goes, oh, with her, like, gin and tonic, and, oh, okay. You know, like, the fuck do you say after that? Which is fantastic. I don't know if that story is neither here nor there, but it's great, and I'm going to own it forever. So fast forward many years, Katie does Ancestry.com, and this dude from Arizona contacts me, and we are first cousins. And he's like, hey, I have all this adoption paper, blah, 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 blah. Pretty sure your grandma's my mom. Do you know about any of this? And I, all by my lonesome, I look at all this paperwork he gave me in the exact amount of time that she was out of state at a pregnancy house where you, like, send your disgraced daughters or whatever. I don't know if they had a name. And it's literally the timeline to which she claims to have gone to a nunnery and almost become a nun and everything. She actually had a baby out of wedlock. So this guy is in between my biological dad and his little sister. And she was, like, sent off to this house to give up this baby for adoption, who now lives in Arizona. Wild. I completed the story. Unfortunately, anyone who would give a fuck is dead. Like, all my grandparents are dead. So there's no one even to be like, oh, my Lord and my God, save me mercy. It's just like me and my mom being like, ah, shit. Yeah, that makes sense. She was a pretty miserable lady. Makes sense that her horrible husband did that to her. I know. Terrible. Your mom did the same thing. No shit. I mean, there were literally establishments built to send your disgraced pregnant daughters or whatever to do this. Like, they would say they were going to a nunnery or going to learn how to cook pie or something, have a baby and come back looking the same. If there were entire establishments, it must have been a lot more common than we were ever aware of. It's like a fucking screenplay, and this is verbatim from my Nana, what I've been told, and then what I got from this guy. I mean, and I saw he had perfect copies of all the adoption papers from the years. They're legit. It was very weird. I felt very bad because they were all dead by then. I was like, oh shit, dude. I mean, yeah, pretty sure, but everyone's dead that would give a shit, so off to the convent. Seriously, it's kind of weird that you see those in movies and you don't really think about it, but it's very real, especially in Catholicism. I think was very notorious for that shit. I don't know what she told them, but all I did was reach out and say, hey, I think we're family, and they've all banned me. My brothers don't know I exist. That is so weird. I have two older sisters who know I exist, but they refuse to acknowledge my sister and I. It's super weird. So my dad was an alcoholic because of many reasons. But before he got together with my mom, he was married previously to a woman he was childhood lovers with in high school and knocked up in high school. Catholics again, not to blame everything on Catholicism, but it all somehow goes back. So he knocked her up, so they got married. They had 2 kids. Terrible relationship. They were separated. He gets with my mom. Their mom, my 2 older sisters' mom, talks shit about my mom. He has us 2, my sister and I. And when he died, his mom told them that my mom drove him to drink himself to death. It's a spider web of just crazy. I don't even know. And literally, since the moment my father died when I was 7, I have 2 older sisters who are straight up blood sisters. They look like me even, which drives me nuts. I want to be like, do you have skin like me? Do you like suffer these things? I can't. They won't acknowledge my existence because they just believe this bullshit. It's wild. Wild. And I went to, oh, get this. So they're much older than me. My dad was like 8 years older than my mom and started having kids in high school. My mom didn't have me till she was like 34. So one of my older sisters has a kid older than me, and then a child who is like 2 years younger than me. And I was in school with both of them and tried talking to them, and they wouldn't even acknowledge me. And at one point, one of them told me, my mom told me I'm not allowed to talk to you. And I'm their aunt. And I was like in 3rd grade when they said that. I was a child. Like I was a little kid when they were saying that shit to me. It was weird. Dude. Weird. Families are weird, man. And you can never, like, I'm not saying mine's any weirder than anyone else's. You can never compare or judge. It's just like fucking wild. Fucking wild. And when I was a kid, I just was like told these things and was like, oh, I guess that's how life is. It's not. There are families out there that aren't this way, I learned. It makes me sad sometimes because I'm pretty sure I'm going to die never having an adult conversation with these 2 women who look like me and are half me. Like they look like my dad. They have like the olive skin and the really dark hair like I do. And they're tall. And I'm just like, please talk to me. Anything. And it seems so weird. I have a lot of, like, I'm sure all of us have elder family members who hold those, like, weird grudges, and they're like, I'm gonna die before I talk to that bitch. I don't understand that. Like, I don't think, there's so few things in this life that would make me have that reaction to another person. You know what I mean? And, I mean, I think we'd agree on most of those things. I'm watching The Sopranos. Oh my god, I love The Sopranos. The Sopranos. And that's the storyline with one of the characters, Which character? I haven't watched The Sopranos in a few years now, but it's one of my favorite series. Where do you think they got that idea? Have you not heard about the Irish laundries? No? What is that? Wait, what is that? Dread Pirate. I mean, you can blame a lot of Catholicism from a former Catholic, and that's the thing. Like, a lot of the most horrible decisions that kind of fucked my family up and my parents and my dad specifically were driven by, like, Catholic guilt kind of shit. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you knocked a girl up, get married. Have another kid. Like, none of that makes sense. My mom's official bio on her professional profile says she married her high school sweetheart, ignoring the part where she moved to Atlanta for a year under shady pretenses after a brief stint with a sailor at a bar in Virginia Beach. Is it like, Is it like Wikipedia? Can anyone edit it? That's beautiful. Oh my god, Kun, nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. My daughter wants to come out to my niece, but her family's the type to believe you can catch to gay. Imagine. Imagine the world if you could catch the gay. What a glorious place. Be sure to send him our podcast. Dude, my family can barely get on Facebook. Religion does not equal stupidity, 100%. But critiquing and interrogating the role of institutionalized religion is absolutely something that needs to be dismantled, 100%. Everybody should be able to ask questions, and any institution that encourages not asking questions is not healthy, in my opinion. Hate is so costly to the hater, I don't get it. Same. It must take so much fucking energy to constantly focus on that. Long-term grudges are generally dumb, in my opinion. 100% agree. 100%. My Nana died with 2 sisters she didn't speak to for like 20 years. It was so weird. When I was working in one of the hospitals, one of the sisters ended up being my patient, and I did not know this woman because I'd never met her because my grandma has some stupid ancient grudge about something. Who the fuck knows? Some ancient thing. And the woman, like, after me taking care of her for a while, just looks at me and goes, "Are you so-and-so's daughter?" Saying my mom's name. And I was like, "I'm sorry, what?" And I do look a lot like my mom in, like, bone structure and shit. And I was like, "What?" And she just starts going off on all these stories about how my mom was a little shit for hours. Just this and that. Your mom did this and your mom did that. And she destroyed my house and she ran mud on my walls and she was on the ceilings and she was Spider Woman and blah, blah, blah. It was wild. Wild. And she died. And her and my aunt, they were fucking sisters. They grew up in the orphanage together. Did not speak for like 20 years over some bullshit. Banana Hammock, thank you so much for subbing the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving an 8 swings for 43 fucking months. God damn, that's a long time. Oh, yes, Poop Deck. We watched an amazing clip regarding that earlier today, and it made all of us giggle. Was it her nephew? Her nephew is gay. And fucking what is it? TikToked her? I don't know. Retalked? I don't fucking know. I'm too old for these words anymore. Crushed her with elegance. It was beautiful. Beautiful. Kendo, you fucking generous fuck. Thank you so much for gifting 10 subs in the chat. What the shit? Thank you. I appreciate you. Koshiro, 8-Bit Tigger, Zephyrus 1, Kaiser the Third, Rise the Tom, Flory Midna, Casfamet, Jack Schreiker, Zentek, and Hershey Crisp. Your all but was the highest order. Go forth and be consensual in every way. And don't forget to refresh the channel so you don't have to suffer the disease that is the internet of ads. I don't think anyone should ever feel like you need to sub to my channel to avoid that shit. Get an ad blocker or something. But thank you for being here if you can. I appreciate you. And thank you, Kendo. My aunt abandoned my grandfather in a hospital, was his POA, and wouldn't return calls about care. And then while he was in pain, got him to change his will. Oh, God. That's what I'm saying. You know, I said there's like very few things in this world that would cause me to dislike someone for a long. That's one of them. Abandoned. I'm so sorry. For some reason, Twitch wants to recommend you to me. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my God, Tom, we watched the Hades 2 trailer and I cried again. I didn't think I would. I totally cried again. Just fair warning, you will cry again. Horrible. I bawled. I'm such a poos. Jackie, how are you, love? Good morning. Happy Friday. I demand taxes. Do you need another yacht? What's up? How's your king doing? What's the news across the pond? Is it still terrible? I haven't seen anything like trending, so that's a good sign. I want you. Oh my God, wait. Can I show that on stream? It's showing more ass than my butt wizard emote. It's beautiful. I mean, translate at your own best. Yeah. You got a kitty. Oh my god. Did you tell me about this one? I feel like faintly remember like you were planning on bringing this kitty home and I'm super excited for you. It's all fine here. We're at the la 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 nothing's happening stage now. Literally. It's the just like, are there enough drugs? Wait, what do you guys think it is? I see confusion. I see one person thinks they got it. Now I want to know. Yes, okay, that's what I thought. My little sister just got a kitten and he is so cute and she named him Eddie. And he's a little void kitty. He's just so fucking cute. So it's one word. I think. It's one. I'm not looking at chat because I don't want to ruin what I think it is because I might be wrong. One word. Right? I'm watching chat. Oh, I don't have it on the screen. Shit. I don't know if I'm right. One word. I don't know if I'm doing it right or if you guys are. Is it 3 words? It's one word. Okay, got that. Catastrophe. Cat ass. Trophy. It's perfection is what it is. Cocky got it. I mean, most of you probably got it. I didn't want to spoil it. Is it catastrophe? All right. Hello. I'm not as dumb as I look. Hell yeah. I need a grind pot. As pussy ass champion, I mean, that too. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'm not that picky. Yes, I do. Yes, I want to see the new kitty. Absolutely. Aggressively. That's not cheating. That just means you're wizened. You're wiser than I. You've been worlded. Or whatever, right? You're worldly. I mean, you live with a literal dad. And I mean, that's about as dad jokey as you can possibly get and still be fucking hilarious. So I feel like you have a 1-up on that one too. Marilyn, yes, you are a sub, so you have you won't get banned. Ooh, look, a little stem. You won't get knocked because I trust that if you subbed me, you're probably not here to ruin a good time. How do you spell catastrophe? Pussy butt cup. It could have been, I mean, you could go like Harry Potter, like McGonagall something Triwizard something. McGonagall Cedric Triwizard Cup. There's a huge glitch in the place I work for and everything's going to beep. Oh god. Ew, no. Ew. How do you spell catastrophe? I split my P, I dot my B, I curve my CUP. I hate it. I'm so sorry. Dude, are they not awesome grinders? Cozy grinders are amazing. Mine actually, it's like so much like Heath, you know, it'll gum up the screen, so I need to put mine in the freezer. I'm using my mini, the mini one. You're a wizard, Harriet. 2 girls, one make 1 cup. Yeah, that's pretty fucking good. That works. Fuck. Dude, I watched an interview of the guy who plays Cedric Diggory, which I'm blanking on his name right now. He has the daintiest fingies. Holy. Like, he made me feel like I had man hands. I was like, Jesus. They're like those fingies that get pointy with the fingernail a little bit. They're so dainty. Like piano hands. Nah, I have piano hands. I don't know. They were so dainty. I'm just loading a bowl. Pussy butt trophy. I'm into that too. I mean, honestly, all of the suggestions have been great. I'm into them. I didn't think it was possible to improve in perfection with Hades, but Hades 2 looks like complete and utter perfection. Just how what they managed to improve on. I do honestly. I kind of said the exact same thing, Tom. I was like, I don't know if you can improve on Hades, but the fact that I can play as a bitch makes me cry. I loved Zag, but oh, my key. Oh, I know. Dude, let me show you my keef trap. It's disgusting. It's so fucking full. Not this one. Well, this one probably has a bunch of keef in it too. I've been grinding on it for a few days. It could be parallel perfection. I was trying to think of a word for that. Like, I probably wouldn't even compare them. They're probably going to be two very unique experiences that are equally very enjoyable. And I'm not trying to be just, PC. I really believe that. So that's my keef trap from just this tiny one. It's actually fairly mounded. She's got a mound. Do you think you'd get in on early access for testing or wait until its final release? I don't know. I don't know if I'm cool enough for them to offer me something like that. I mean, maybe back in the day when they weren't as prolific and I don't know. I don't know. I think they only do that with really cool people. I've seen a broken dick. Never again. Don't want to see that. This one is really full of keef. It's from me like carrying this around the house, just mounted around the corners. It's got some fucking bud in it too. What the fuck is that? But I have a little keef box. It's called Kiefer Smokerland. It's in my bedroom. Talk to Millie. Maybe you can be in the streamer promo group. That would be incredible. I would die. I don't know. I'm so bad about self-promotion and like doing anything like that. I probably will never ask for anything, but it'd be sick. I'd be honored. Barilla, be safe. Don't forget to wash your handsies. Oh, Millie would absolutely come on stream with me. She loves doing stuff like that. Reefer Smokerland, that would have been way more clever. Thank you. I have a label maker that I label everything with, like everything in the house, and it's labeled, so it's done now. But I might pretend and change it someday. Someday. The Lizzo oh my god, that's the other link I had up. Thank you for reminding me of the fucking Lizzo video, Brilla. I love you. I appreciate you. I knew I had a link over here hidden. I knew I was missing something. Thank you. I need to pee really bad. I know it's kind of early for a break, but I need to fucking piss like a racehorse, and I'm so sorry. Excuse me. Stop. It's hammer time. There we go. She could talk about some of the experience of voice acting for you. Oh my god, can you imagine? I'm gonna write that down. I mean, I'm so shy. I don't come off as shy, but when it comes to stuff like that, like I never think I'm cool enough. Like I feel like I'm wasting people's time, but I'm gonna write it down and think very hard on it. Is this super, super quiet? Hold up. What the fuck? What is this? That's a human's voice? Hold up. Okay. Boosh. I wrote it down. I did it. Yeah, Rock, honestly, so if you sub to me, it's just you can freely post links and I'll pick them up if I see them. And that's just because, as a streamer, you're responsible for everything in your chat. And this is a person's voice. Like I can't even fathom hitting a note close to this in my existence. I have no idea. It's called Cancion Sepharadi Luck Arbogast. I'm pronouncing these so wrong. Luke Nederlands, like the Netherlands. Blazers Ensemble. I have no idea. And yeah, we just listen to dope ass music and that's it. That's all I got. I don't know. Fridays we get fucking fucked and listen to cool music. But yeah, absolutely. I try to grab everything I see. If I miss it, I apologize. And everyone subs. Like, if you want to post music in chat, you just have to ask a mod, and they give you a permit. Thank you for reminding me of that, Dread. Exactly. Like, you just ask a mod. It's like the easy protection. I assume you wouldn't sub to me just to post shit in chat to get me in trouble. And it gives my mods, like, a little bit of a break. But anybody can post music. Just ask. It's easy. It's easy. You don't have to sub to me to post music. I should say that. All right, I got it. My fucking mic arm. Okay. This is insane. This is a person. Look at this. Look at what I'm witnessing. This is super quick. This is what I have to do to this grinder. So after a while, I think every grinder suffers this, to be honest. Your screen of your grind of the like bottom of the grinder is gonna get gummed up and have a burn mark on it because this is old and I'm an idiot. But it's gonna get like gummed up with the keef. Someone in chat taught me this trick and it works so well. So if you have more than one grinder, great. Just move on to another grinder while this happens. But I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it in my freezer and leave it for a couple hours at least. And then when you take it out, get like a little razor blade or a little like nail file or something. And you can literally chip like full on chips of keef off the screen. You got to do it while it's freezing. You can't wait for it to thaw. So like hold it with a towel because the cold steel is fucking cold on your hands. But you can just chip it off and then your screen is clean, like brand new. It's fucking, I've done it. It works really, really well. Amazing trick. And you don't have to like waste anything. You're not like soaking it in alcohol and wasting all that delicious. It's not, black and sick. It's like keef. It's good shit. It's good shit. Okay. Break. I gotta pee so bad. I am so hydrated. I have drank a lot of coffee and a lot of water. Quick break. Stand up and stretch your dicks. Do what you need to do. Load a bowl. I don't know. Live your life. I'm not here to judge. Wash your hands. BRB. I don't know why I did it. I don't know what the story there is, but does there need to be one? Nobody knows. I'm out of breath. I had to go chase my dogs down. They love to hunt a squirrel. Yeah, it's called Dark Bird, and it's the St. Lucia, I think is how you pronounce it, remix. And hold on. The artist is Jake Wesley Rogers. Whew. Dogs love to kill a squirrel, man. No, squirrels are fat. It's wild. Get a little warm. What the fuck? Oh, hello. All right. The squirrels are so fat. Something's feeding them. Jesus. Oh my God, did you respond to it? I mean, I'd never turn it down. I actually, like, we don't really have time. I don't want to rush Stray. I'd rather save it and finish it in a day. I was thinking about diving into some Hades today for funsies. Just to show, because I do have a playthrough that I don't touch unless I'm on stream. That's brand new. I'm very naked. I'm not very good in it because I'm so slow, but it's really good. Hold up. I have music from everybody. I must find the links once more. Where do you put? I want to make sure it's not too loud for you guys. Ooh, I like this. This is Divine Right. Divine Right, I think, is the band. Problems of the Professional. I like it already. It's dope. What up, Mandel? How are you? Should we cheers? I loaded a bowl. Yeah, this is good. I like this. Hades getting a sequel. I know, Troph. We've been jerking off to it all day, which is why. And we've been listening to the music. Like, oh, it's such a good game. And I've played so much of it. It's really easy for me to like hang with chat and talk while I play because I've played the living fuck out of that game. Me too, Lizzie. It's fun. It's fun playing through it, knowing what I know now, and going and listening to all the story again, and like how the dialogue changes is very cool. Have a good din. Don't forget to wash your hands and brush your teeth, and I love you. I'm having the frontman in this band on my podcast, dude. That's pretty dope. He's got a nice voice. Cheers. They remind me of something. Or someone. That was a lot of smoke. That was a big hit. I'm gonna get fucking ripped. Yay! Ooh, the lazy trick to your freezer suggestion. Chuck a quarter in the bud. Oh, chuck a quarter in the bud side while freezing and shake the crap out of it. No shit. I didn't put it in the freezer yet. You just put a quarter in it? That's clever. I never thought about that. That's so much better than scraping the screen. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. That's smart. Makes sense that you would want to put it in there so it freezes so it doesn't, like, stick to all the keef. Sorry, I had to top my bowl. It was burning itself. Not today, Satan. A salad joint of pink cookies and Master Kush. Ooh, yum. I love a cookie strain. You're out currently? Aw, Troph, that hit was for me and you then. I didn't smoke at all while I was out surprising my sister for her birthday. So I'm, trying to take it a little. I'm trying not to take those big a hits because damn, does it rock me. I didn't think 6 days would be a great tolerance break, but damn. Damn, girl got a metabolism or something. I don't know. I do not have a metabolism. Well, I mean, I have metabolism. You know what the fuck I mean. I'm just moving shit around so I don't knock stuff over. That's good posture. I tend to curl up like a gremlin when I play controller games, so I try to like set it up. I try not to set myself up for failure, you know what I mean? It only takes 5 to 7 days for a full tolerance break, according to the research I did. No shit. That's basically how I felt. Like when I came home and smoked a bowl, I was high. I was high. And I had some CBD while I was there. I had a CBD vape. But yeah, that didn't make a difference. I notice when I don't smoke, I tend to eat more junk food. When I smoke, I pick healthier options. That's interesting, which is hilarious. That sounds like it should be opposite. No, honestly, like, I'm kind of the same. When I smoke, I don't have the munchies. Like, smoking is my oral fixation. Whereas if I don't have pot, like if I'm not at home with my bong, just like chilling and I get bored and I need an oral fixation, I tend to snack more. But if I have my bong, like that satisfies it and I don't snack at all. It's so weird. But also I'm the same. Like when I'm high, a big like Elaine style salad looks the best to me because it's all the texture and the water. You've got fucking dry mouth. So it's all the water and all the different textures and flavors is like crack. Like I'm totally there with you. 100%. Terpene drinks? No. Wait, like pot drinks? I've seen them before. I've never tried one though. A mango? Ooh. I fucking love mango. Mango is one of my favesies. Don't taunt me. Ooh, stop it. Nope. I accidentally full screened. That's my bad. Oh, it's not pot. What is it? Honestly, though, pot makes everything taste better. You may as well get your veggies in high. 100%. I've always said that. Like, pot's never given me the munchies, but it definitely makes food taste better. Everything. Yes, 100%. Is this a remix? I like this. Wait. Did I miss one? Hold up. Oh, yep. Sure did. Sorry. I have mango lassi every single time, and honestly, I won't go to an Indian reservation. I won't go to an Indian restaurant if they don't have mango lassi. Like, I'm like, very sketch of you. Like, who are you? What are you doing here without your mango lassi? Like, what's going on here? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're lacking lassi, I don't trust the establishment. Salted lassi's fucking delicious too. Mango, I always get it mango, but they'll do like a salted sprinkle or rim or whatever the fuck they do. It's delicious. Mango is everything. 100%. Yep. Yes. I one time, way back in the day, when I worked at Hopkins, I would, work for like 13 hours, come home, smoke a couple bowls to like put myself into a coma, and then I would eat something before I would go to sleep, sleep all day, go back to work, rinse and repeat. And most of the time I would cut literally like one of those mini watermelons in half and just get a spoon and just eat half a watermelon. But one time I went to Wegmans and there was like a 5-pound bag of dried mango. And I was like, oh shit, that looks delicious. I ate it in one sitting. And let me tell you, don't do that. Like, not to go there with you, but like, don't do that. Like, keep those away from your munchy little fingies. Portion control doesn't exist there. You know what I'm saying? Mango lassi is fucking delicious. I agree. I just don't. I'm like, no. 5. Sace. It was too much mango. It was too much dried mango. Not only did it dehydrate the living shit out of me, but it did so many other things. I shat forever, yeah. There was a moment where I was like, oh, is this my life now? Like, I just shit? This is my life now. Good thing I have a nice toilet. I felt so thin. Exactly. Portion control is you eat it all and figure it out from there. I'm like, that's why I would have to cut the watermelon in half and go into the basement with half of it and leave the other half in the fridge because I'm too high or lazy to go get the other half. But I would eat it, and too much watermelon has the same effect. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's a good alternative, maybe. Does the colonoscopy lens give you a massive, like, stomach ache at a point? Wait, Yak and Yeti. That sounds super familiar. I might have when we first moved here. I don't remember. Is it? It sounds super familiar. I think it's definitely a local delivery place. Yeah, yeah. I've never had the colonoscopy cleanse, but I have eaten 5 pounds of mango in one sitting. Let me tell you, I'm glad work was slow the next night because Katie wasn't. I had a friend who did something similar actually. She got super high and ate a bowl of cherries, like of not Rainier cherries. What are the dark purple ones? Bing? I don't know. It doesn't matter. The dark purple cherries that are super, super red on the inside. Ate a bowl of them. Bing? Is it Bing? Thank you. She ate an entire bowl of them and the next morning woke up and puked and texted a few friends from work and was like, oh my God, I'm vomiting blood and like visceral chunks of my insides. I'm dying. And then a few minutes later, we were all reassured nothing actually happened and she's totally fine because she found the bowl of pits under the bed. The pits and stem bowl, like mound, like something out of Witches, the Witches of Eastwick or whatever. Fucking great. The things we do to ourselves, right? Dude, fruit juice is something real. All the fiber in fruit is unfucking real. Yeah. What up, Myron? How are you? Oh, response to what terpene drink does. You basically drink it and it's supposed to intensify your high. Interesting. I'll have to see if my dispensary has those. I assumed because I just assumed it was like an edible or something. Myron, I'm sorry. I hope you all the best. That's the pits. $12 a pound for Rainiers. Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, I grew up eating them. You know, we would just get them at farm stands constantly as a kid. And they are way softer than the Bings. You know what I mean? Like, they're very delicate. So I imagine it probably costs a lot for shipping. This is just me pulling something out of my ass. But just remembering cherries, because I grew up eating a lot of cherries as a child. They're really, like, soft. Versus Bing cherries are a lot more dense. I don't know. They're juicy and fucking delicious. So if you're ever in the Pacific Northwest and you have a chance to eat Rainier cherries in season, do it. They're totally different. They're like gold and red, malted colored. They're fucking delicious. I bought a bag of cherries without looking at it. It was $22. I did that with Apple. What are they? Fuck. I did that with that Apple, the new like hit Apple, not Fuji's. Honeycrisp. I did that with Honeycrisp apples one time. I was going to work actually, and I stopped at the local grocery store just to pick up a couple things for dinner because I forgot to bring any food, and night shift never gets anything ever. The cafeteria's always closed in every hospital I've ever worked at. It sucks. And so I stopped and I was like, oh, just grab a couple apples and like some veggies and hummus or something like that. and I grabbed 2 Honeycrisp apples, and they were like, it was $13 for 2 apples. And I was just on my way to work really quick, and I was like, why did all that cost like $30? Why am I having a $30 dinner and there's no steak involved? What the fuck is going on? Yeah, that was it. That was what was going on. Katie's an idiot. It's fine. It's fine, though. Oh, fucking A. Got my spine to crack. That was beautiful. Hold on. Happy's. Oh, this is the terpene drink. Intensify, elevate your experience. You know what's funny is I've heard mangoes keep you high longer or like intensify a high. I don't know how legit that is. Ever heard that eating a mango? Okay. This is a lesson in Katie should read before she speaks, yeah? Yep. Ever heard that eating a mango before you partake will intensify your experience? Fascinating, right? Why would that be? Mangoes are high in myrcene, and so is our shot. I thought that said shaft. Jesus Christ, that bow got in the way. And so is our shot, which can help certain compounds pass through the blood-brain barrier and may increase their effectiveness. Interesting. I should fucking read before I speak. Oh, man. If only I could learn someday. Some over the fucking rainbow. I like that last one, too. I'm just saving them. Because I have a really bad habit of not doing so. And then I'm like, oh, fuck, what was that song called? And I never remember. It's the worst habit. Including around 100 unknown cannabinoids that we haven't isolated yet, but know exist because of gas chromatography. Oh, I hate this word. Chromatography. Did I do it right? Chromatography. Fuck. My science brain, I feel like, does yours ever do this? You try to overcomplicate words all the time. Like, I do it like, since going through chemistry, everything is a chemical compound, and I overcomplicate words. Like, I look at them, I'm like, dip, bip, 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 but it's just not. It's epitome, epitome. Come on. Fucking, I like this a lot. This is dope. Oh, you poor dear. My parents weren't like psychotic about that kind of stuff, but I did have an English teacher in high school who I think honestly, at the time I resented her for it, but she's the only teacher who really prepared me for college, and she was my English teacher, and she was psychotic about that stuff. My mom's a respiratory therapist. I feel you there. Was your mom the type that like was a hypochondriac over you, or was your mom the type that was like, are you dying? Then you're fine. Go to school. I'll let you guess which one I had. Oh, you got the hypo? I'm so sorry. My aunt and one of my sisters is that way now. Like, just this, like you go, and they're like, oh my God, you're dying. It's pneumonia. My mom, you had to like show a bone expressed. Otherwise, you went to school. You were fine. And I guess that's probably all has to do with like where you work in the hospital and shit like that. My mom worked in the ER. She worked in like ICUs where she legitimately just saw death constantly. So as someone who also did that, I was a respiratory therapist for many years. I get it. Like, I've literally had people come into the ER who called an ambulance because they got a splinter in their big toe. Like, you and I paid for that ambulance ride. That's all I have to say about that. Obstetrics. Oh, honey, you poor dear. I actually, super weird. I dated a guy whose mom was a baby mother nurse, and she was also very, very not a hypochondriac, but very baby. She'd baby everyone and everything she treated like a fetus. And I was like, oh, okay, this explains a lot. I would have had to either be on fire or be expelling large amounts of stuff out of either or both major orifices to get out of school. Yep, that was ours as well. However, I do have to say, my mom would let me get out of school if I had good grades for something fun. Like, if the family was going on a camping trip, as long as we had decent grades and we came back to school, got all our work and made up our work and made it look like we never left, she'd let us miss school for that. But for sick, fuck no. Fuck no. I remember, goddamn, that's the first time I realized, like, the true disposition I have towards false flavored grape things in America. One morning, I was very sick with the flu, with something. I was like fevers and chills, but my mom had to go to work, and she was like, "You're going to school, you're fine." And she made me grape Theraflu, which, if you're not in the US, you might not know what Theraflu is. It's basically like a hot drink. It's like hot cough syrup. It's like a powder that you put in hot water, mix it up, and you drink it. Normally, it's like lemon or minty or something, and it's not totally fucking terrible. But my mom had grape flavored, so it was hot grape medicine flavored beverage, and she was like, "Chug this down and get on the bus." So I was like, "Fuck it," plugged my nose, chugged that shit down. The moment I unplugged my nose, my mouth enraptured with what was going on, and I projectile vomited purple all over her white sofa in our living room. And then I got up and went on the bus. Nurse parents, I'm telling you. I didn't die. I was fine. Like, I didn't, but she never forced grape on me again. Like, it was Exorcist style. Never again. Shit was horrible. Horrible. Only fake grape. I love grapes. I like wine. That fake grape shit can fuck a dick. Yeah, you know it. You know it, Kona. Everyone knows it. If you've had grape medicine in the little cup, you know the flavor. But imagine it hot and a little diluted in water. It's so much worse. I still remember it, and I was like in 4th grade or something. Literally gagged me with a spoon. Both my parents were corrections officers. We couldn't apply any excuse to stay home. Holy shit. And look at us now, winning. The lemon or orange tastes like tang, but everything else is same. The lemon is the only one, and I'll buy that sometimes. Even now, if I get a really bad cold, the hot kind of makes it do something else. I don't know. It's not Dimetap. No. Myron, don't be mad. It was a total fucking surprise. I literally kept it so secret because I was trying my fucking absolute best. I tried to surprise my sister for her birthday. Her birthday was December 3rd. And she has managed to surprise me. Multiple people have managed to show up at my house and surprise me, which is wonderful, but I've never got to do the fucking surprising. Ugh. So I managed to yeah, and we were in Canada with my parents for one day, and we were on Victoria Island. It was fun. It was beautiful, and we did have a good time. I mean, it was gorgeous. I had some very good food. No, I got to when she opened her apartment door, I was doing a pelvic thrust, very creepy, face with Bo Burnham's "I'm turning 30" playing really loudly on my cell phone because she was turning 30, and that's the relationship we have. But then I tackle hugged, and then we hugged, and it was great. But that's ever since that song came out, I was like, oh, fuck, my sister's turning 30 this year. I have to be there for her birthday. We have to hear this song together. It was magic. It was hot magic. I didn't have any Canadian weed. I still have never smoked Canadian weed. I know. But I was with my parents, and we were busy the whole time. It's fine. It was fine. So friend's dad's a nurse practitioner, and mom's a cancer counselor. I like this, too. This is dope. She was on the verge of sending him to school because he was faking he was fine, talking to his dad, who said, "Take him to the ER now." Later that day, he had his appendix out. I can't tell you. I'm pretty sure almost all of my siblings have, what's the word? Languished with a broken bone for a few weeks before our parents took us seriously. Not as bad. I mean, an appendix can kill you. But my brother Corey shattered both his ulna and radius in his forearm. And my parents didn't take him to the ER for I think 2 weeks. Because the bruising, the blood bruising, the molted, sick bruising started showing up. And they were like, oh, maybe he did. Same. I mean, same. Not as bad, but up there. I mean, no fault of theirs. Maybe we were dramatic. I don't fucking know. Oh. Anyone know anyone in the Panhandle area that has a group in the Panhandle of Florida? I don't know if I know anyone in the Panhandle. I know people that have left the Panhandle. Oh, I'm searching my brain. I'll keep you on the mind, Honeybean. I'm thinking. Water soluble cannabis. That's fucking wild. That's a beautiful song. I like that a lot. I'm saving all of these. Hold up. I had more. I don't know where they are. I have so many pages up. If I lost your link or something, I'm so sorry. I just don't know where oh, wait. I don't know where they are anymore. I've lost everything. Oh, honey. If anyone is in the panhandle of Florida in that area and knows of somewhere where our dear Trekkie can find a support group or a group of people just to talk to or some sort of support like that, please hit up Trekkie, or if you don't know how, hit myself up and I will forward said things to Trekkie Queen. Because fuck, I don't want my peeps. I don't want you to feel alone, honey bean. I sympathize, but I also like. It's the worst being at a distance because we can't do anything. I would hug the fuck out of you if I could. I had BC Bud one time when I was in Washington. I've never been so high. No shit. Is it like super, super? Why is it so potent? I wonder. Interesting. I am curious. I truly believe you'll be okay, but I want you to truly believe you'll be okay, Honeybean, and you deserve to have someone to talk to, and I hope, Trekkie, if you haven't already, I know you're in the Discord, we do have a tough talks channel where maybe you could be like at here if anybody knows of a place in the Panhandle where I can reach out. Of course, please be safe. Don't go meet strangers in a parking lot or in the proverbial dark alley. I'm not saying you're stupid and would do that, but of course, as your night mother, I must say something like just be safe, obviously. I love you, Honeybean. I hope you feel better. My wife thought I was a hypochondriac until the one time I went to the doctor for abdominal pain and then was admitted for an emergency appendectomy. It was already burst. See, and that's the shit that can fucking kill you. That's scary. I'm glad you went. Jesus Christ. It wasn't bursted. Okay, thank fuck. That's terrifying shit. That's one of the. I still have my appendix. I still have everything. I don't have my wisdom teeth. That's it. It was getting ready to. Fuck. What is that? Just something that like. Is there anything that triggers that in your system, or was it your body was just planning this all along? You would lose your flipping job. Do they drug test like randomly all the time? That's how my dad's job is, and I just don't. I understand not wanting people high on the job, like working, large construction equipment and shit like that, and welders. I understand that, but on your free time, like we all know, if you smoke a joint, you're high for like 2 hours. Your flight was canceled? Oh my god, no. Is it weather? I mean, I hope it's canceled for a good reason, and that being keeping you safe and alive, but fuck. I just said but fuck. Ha 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 ha. Sorry. I gotta clear some links out. I don't know what happened. Help! At least I got music. My boss literally said, smoke on your own time. Just don't come on here. Just don't come here high. Fair since we work with children. 100%. And that's like, I think that's the way it should be. I honestly, like, there are some jobs you can totally do high, ones that aren't putting people's lives in danger. Like, as my job as a respiratory therapist, I don't think respiratory therapists should be high on the job. I am 100% responsible and adult enough to recognize and admit it slows my reaction time, and I don't think as clearly. I think plenty clearly to go about my day and do things as normal in my house, but I would never put someone's life at risk for me to be high. Ever in a million fucking never. And I fucking love pot. But no. And it's the same with like taking care of children. Like no shit. But you and I have common sense. Like I wouldn't test those boundaries. Oh, no shit. And none of the planes could be de-iced? Why? Interesting. That seems odd. That's well because we have random drug tests. Yeah, I work from home and haven't been called in 15 years. It's kind of like paying into insurance for like 20 years and never having a car accident. You're just like, what am I doing? What am I doing? Don't be inebriated, right? It's just not, that's stupid. I would never, yeah. Apparently they just didn't have the equipment. Okay, I'm so sorry. So does that mean your trip is just canceled? That sucks. Oh, yes, they drug test randomly, quote unquote. One guy I work with went on vacation to Colorado, and when he got back, he was randomly drug tested and was fired because failed drug test. That seems like victimizing. Like, that doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem like an accurate I mean, I understand the want to not have people completely fucked up at the workplace, like, not doing their job because they're inebriated, but getting someone for enjoying vacation on vacation, that doesn't encourage a healthy workplace. Like, you're not weeding out the people that are fucked up at work. What are you doing? It just seems, like, stupid to me. Is that stupid to me? I don't know. Is that just me? I know I'm fucking biased, but maybe that's just me. Trip is canceled. Boo. Boo. At least you got refunds, and at least we, like, live in a day and age where we have the technology of, like, Zoom and stuff. I know it's not the same, and it fucking sucks, but at least. I don't mind smoking, but you better have that medical document with the exact shit you're using that's super recognizable for anyone on the ward in the team. 100%. Oh, I love you, Trekkie. I love you, honey. I'm honestly, it's such a horrible feeling. Like, I understand where you're coming from, and being on the other side, I'm sure you understand it too, be feeling helpless when someone you care about is hurting in their hearts. So years ago, they random tested the department I was in. I worked with a guy who had never done a drug test before. Wait, what kind of test was it? I'm curious. After going to where the lady was collecting the samples, this guy asked, "So how was it?" So I told him it was fine. Just asked her to warm her hands up first. Stop it. It's beautiful. It's fucking gorgeous. Oh, that's glorious. Letterkenny, so excited. My lips are so fucking dry. The air here, man. It's been windy. She a windy bitch. How are you, Kinger? I was trying to pull up Hades, but Steam is updating. Like a bitch. I haven't opened Steam in a while, to be fair. I've been gonk. Open you. Oh, is it? That is to restart now. Okay, fine. Fine, Steam. I'm so glad Steam got rid of that horrific sale layout they had. It was so bad. I couldn't even look at the sale. I was like, this is pain? Like, I don't want pain. Why do I have pain right now? Wrong keyboard. Catherine! She's an idiot, but she sucks. Sorry. I love you, Trekkie. It's the best I can do. But know that I'm with you. And you're on my mind, and hopes and prayers are bullshit, but I love you. B. This is just for Trekkie. Get the fuck out of here, weirdos. He came back after and said, "You're an asshole." That's pretty fucking good, though. That's funny. That's funny. There is no rational reason to not work a 32-hour week and get paid the same. More studies hitting beginning of next year. The way we treat workers doesn't make any rational sense. In my opinion, allegedly, the illegality of the way we do drug testing aside, 100% agree. I actually just watched a special talking about like the 4-day work week and how it's been studied prevalently in certain cultures and certain countries, and it's wildly successful. People are more productive, like equally productive, if not more productive, because they know they're getting better rest. They have more time off to actually complete home activities. They're not racing home during the week. They're not standing around doing bullshit. It was wild. It was a really cool study. Wait, I just heard Catherine shouted and put quiet. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I did it over here. God damn it, Catherine. I'm so sorry. My heart rate just jumped because my mom isn't even home right now. I'm so sorry. I know, and I chastise myself that way. How fucked up is that? It's okay, baby. You were right. It's fine, baby. You were right. It wasn't you. It wasn't you. It was me. The next time the studies using Irish and American cohorts are hitting in the first parts of next year. No shit. I'm excited to read those because it's fascinating to me. I totally agree. I don't think you're gonna get more productive people in most work, where it actually requires brain power and shit like that. I used to work with a friend that was always thinking 3 steps ahead of me, and I was the next step in process. I would ask him, "Are you finished?" He always said, "You didn't feel it? Took me a while to get this joke." It's beautiful, though. It's just pure that made my eyes water. This is pure elegance. I would smoke weed about it too. I was just gonna take a quick break just to get an ad out of the way before, and then I figure we could fuck around in some Hades since we're all fucking really excited about it. I'm really excited about it. Zentek, welcome. I'm just taking a quick break. Pee. I'm very overhydrated. I drink a lot of. I actually refilled my water and left it in the kitchen like an idiot. I keep looking behind me like it's gonna be there. It's not. But I'm gonna fucking cheers when I come back. My camera makes this look so yellow. It's so not that dirty yet. My God. Oh, it's so good though, right, Cocky? And I have like a brand new playthrough going on that I started on stream that I don't touch offline at all. So we're very slow. We don't even have all the weapons unlocked, I don't think. I'm real up in the noobs, but it's still so fucking fun. I really enjoy it. P-bong, yay! I mean, why you gotta out me like that? It's a renewable resource. Shut up. It's really good though. Welcome back, everybody. I got my water. My nose itches. Yes. Oh my God, Koto. I'm so fucking excited. Did you see that my friend Millie gets to voice a character in it? She's gonna be like a more, I think. Hold on. Let me turn this down a little bit. I think she's gonna be like a more ancient interpretation of Hecate. It's so I'm so fucking excited. And so I figure for the last couple hours of stream we could fuck around in some Hades. I'm very excited. I love Hades so much. And I do have a game that I started with you guys and I have not played any off stream, so it's very early on in it. And I'm terrible because I'm really slow. God, this song is good. Hi, Seatown Love. How are you? Oh, yeah. I got the last word. My keychain from Vissy fell. I got the last word like the dark bird. Ma'am. That was odd. clapping songs are dangerous for me in the car because I can't not clap at them. Nope. Pause. Stop it. Gam music is in the background. It's just too much audio for everyone. Eats eggs and listens to tunes. Dude, for real. What kind of eggs, though? I mean, look, how did you make them? I'm a huge fan of eggs. Big ol' fucking fan. How's that audio? Let me know how the music is. This is the general. How about now? Can you hear me on this scene? What the fuck? How about now? Do you hear me? This is weird. We're having a great time here. Still nothing. Great. Thank you for helping. How about now? Anything? Oh, or now? Just let me know. You'll probably say no, is my guess. This is a terrible time. Fuck. You hear a ping? Huh. Nothing. I'm so sorry. Why? How about now? Still nothing? Nada? Nothing. Fuck. so weird. This is weird. I am at How about now? I'm at a fucking loss. Nope. Yes. I'm clicking so hard. Do you hear me now? I don't know. I'm just like, I'm trying. I have 0 drop frames. That's fine. Bitrate's fine. 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 Through interpretive dance. All I got.